We might be drunk, we might be drunk. As long as we are hanging out, you know we might be drunk. Raise a glass, let's talk shit. Pet peeves, Rex, and a bit. Maybe drunk, we might be drunk, yeah.
Holy hell, good morning, Vietnam. Happy holidays, folks. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Boxing Day.
Hanukkah's over.
Ah, shit.
It's been over.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Damn.
When this comes out, yeah.
That 8 days came and went.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we got to introduce our guest. Why don't you tell the people who's sitting over there?
Our boy, another New Orleans native, a fucking killer.
Yes.
One of the best storytellers in the game.
Woo!
Our buddy, dressed as Santa,
Somewhat.
Yeah, Black
Sean
Santa.
Patton.
Yes.
Hey.
We're here. We're
You're
here
like
in the.
Santa's mechanic.
I know, right?
He fixed the sleigh.
Sometimes he lets me drive. You know. He's getting old. He's getting old. If Santa were real, would it be like a Dread Pirates Roberts
Oh,
thing?
who?
Remember the Dread Pirate Roberts?
No, I've never heard of
Has
that.
two fucking gentlemen who fancy themselves as comedic almanacs. The Princess Bride.
Okay.
Oh, I've never seen it.
You've never seen the
What?
Princess Bride?
I have another one I've never seen. I know. I've gotten shit for this. And I see a lot of movies, so that's a pretty big one that I'm missing.
But that's like
That's a classic.
that's the Princess Bride.
Yeah,
I know,
you're going to
dude.
love it.
And I've seen My Dinner with Andre, so I really should have seen.
Oh.
I really should have seen The Princess Bride.
And you're a wrestling guy, aren't you?
No.
Yeah.
I like wrestling. I'm not like a wrestling guy.
I know you're an MSG guy, and I feel like they do wrestling there. I
True.
feel like you spend a lot of
And you eat a lot
time
of
in the
Chinese
garden.
food.
I should say I'm doing the drinks today because the beer Jew is gone.
What happened to the beer Jew?
He
He picked up a job.
we can't. We're recording later in the night. We can't always do during the day. We got shit to do, and you know,
Right.
sometimes we gotta do
Tell
our
the
thing.
folks what you're cooking up here.
I'm making a Sam Morril's famous Manhattan.
Ooh.
I'm not measuring it. It's all
I know
hard.
this looks more like call this a Staten Island by the end of the night. Call this a Hoboken. Sam Morril made us a Hoboken.
Remember when you thought? I used to think Long Island iced teas were classy.
Oh,
I was like, oh,
where were you
Long
born?
Island
Myrtle
iced
Beach?
tea.
Dude, because it looks classy.
It's in a nice
packaged
glass.
classy.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
got the umbrella in it sometimes.
I mean, I grew. Well, I said this earlier. Mark and I. Okay, so Mark grew up in like the. I always say you grew up in like the alphabet city of New Orleans,
Right. Okay.
And I grew up in like the Staten Island.
Yes.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
New
I've heard
Orleans.
you say this.
Yeah, like but equal parts. Kind of. I wouldn't call us white trash, but I like to call us white recyclables.
I
You know,
like it.
we can be repurposed,
Yes. Here,
Right?
here.
but still, like I also remember thinking wine coolers
Yeah.
were like, hey, you're on top of your shit if you're pounding wine coolers.
Yeah. Mad
When you
Dog
drive your
2020.
kids to school.
Old English was a big one here.
Wait, do you ever think wine coolers are like looking at seltzers being like, fuck you. I was doing this.
Yeah.
I was doing this 30 years ago.
That's true. Way ahead of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just went down to NOLA for Turkey, and I went on a gator tour.
What?
I just said, fuck it, I'm going back to my
Wait,
roots.
I saw you post this. What is that?
You get on a fan boat and you go through the swamp and see gator. It's
And
like
they
a
just-
safari,
They
southern style.
Did they have the guy with did he have the little ice chest? The ice chest strapped to the front
Yep.
of it with bungee cords.
Yes.
And he opens it and just pulls out raw, not raw chicken breasts, like dead half chickens.
Oh yeah.
Was he doing that?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
And just throwing them out there to like,
You get
so
to
you
feed
see the
them.
gator come swimming up.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Did you
That
pretend
shit
you were
is
looking
exciting.
for Brian Laundrie?
I should have. Damn. But no, it was just great. And I hadn't gone since I was like 5. So there it is. Oh shit, you got to pull it up.
Oh,
It's on my Instagram. But I mean, talk about coon ass. And the New Orleans accent out there, it's a whole nother. You said it best. It's a Brooklyn accent with a Xanax.
yeah.
Which
I
is
got.
dead
I just got to back you up right now because their fucking internet's gonna eat you alive.
Oh,
'Cause
please.
You just dropped coon ass.
Oh,
I promise you, that is a phrase that has nothing to do with race.
It's a Cajun hillbilly.
It's a Cajun hillbilly.
Yes.
I have heard.
Mark just drops the N-word. We're like, that was race. That was not good.
But fucking, I said that once I'm talking 10 years
Ooh,
ago.
Thank you.
Should we throw a little more ice in?
Oh wait,
Yeah, please.
oh wait, is that I wasn't even shooting the shit about
good.
gator meat, and you already whipped us up some. I'm still worried about the amount of bourbon you poured in there, but I'm all right.
boy, I got 3 shows tonight.
Maybe. Uh-oh. I might only be able to do 4 of them. I got 3 shows. I got 3 sets. I might only do 4.
Thank you,
No,
sir.
I said that one. Hey, Sam. Thank you, sir.
Can you do the NOLA accent? I'm talking the hardcore, heavy duty
You gotta
Creole.
it's just sort of like you gotta drop. I feel like you gotta drop all your words back in the back of your mouth.
Oh,
Cheers.
Cheers to y'all.
Mazel tov.
Hey, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. You know, wait.
That's pretty good.
So, is that good?
Oh, that's very good. That's very fucking good.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Really?
Nailed it.
Oh,
That
I
guy's
mean,
made
it's
a few
good
at
because
home.
I could tell I'm going to be sloshed.
I know, right? I got to get my act together. There it is. Look at that. Come on. You can't. That's excitement. On the fan boat down by the bayou. Looking for them gators.
Down there on the you're down there on the Atchafalaya. You're down there on the Bayou Bonfouca. There he is. Are you driving?
No, I was next to the guy, though.
What? When did you move here, Sean? How long before Mark?
We're the same year.
You moved.
No, you were first.
I mean, I got here before you, but
You were
I
the
think,
ambassador.
I think I got here in March, and then you and Zach
September.
Sims. Y'all got here in like September.
Yeah.
So like same year.
Zach Sims. Yeah, he was funny.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
Phenom. Out of the gate, he was like 15 doing comedy.
I remember from open mics in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I remember he had a bit
Tulane.
about he's a guy.
Wait, did you do fucking open mics in New Orleans
I did
when you went to
Lucy's,
Tulane?
Yeah, I knew Wild Bill Dykes.
Come on, look at
What?
this. It's all
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
around.
Wait, when were you at Tulane?
I was a freshman the year Katrina happened, so I think it was
05.
05.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, so I was already gone. I was already all right.
I was here for 9/11. I was there for Katrina.
Yeah, bro.
I'm bad luck.
Dude, I know. Somebody, hey man, move him to China. Huh? Is that?
He's moving to Wuhan.
Am I right? People on the right, you fucks.
He's got a summer home in Columbine. All right.
Dude,
Every time he goes to L.A., oh shit.
Let's slide.
No, dude, it was those open mics, Lucy's Surfer Bar. That was classic.
That was it. That was
I
a great
started
room.
Neil
before-
Stasny, I knew.
Neil
there.
Stasny, Neil and I moved up in here in March. Neil moved right like a few weeks later. Me and Neil Stasny shared a bedroom in 2 separate apartments.
Wow.
Damn.
Over the course of 2 years living in Brooklyn. Ruined our friendship. It sucks.
It'll
Really?
do it.
Yeah, I love Neil. I'll always love him. He's a great joke writer. I hope he's doing well. But it'll just, living with another dude for 2 years in 2 separate apartments,
That'll
It's
get
tough. Yeah.
sharing a bedroom. I
Yeah.
don't fuck with it.
Share a bedroom.
You
What
see-
is this,
well, yeah.
Oliver Twist? Holy shit.
Well, you see a side of people, just being roommates. You see a side of people that you're like, all right, it's a different friendship.
I mean, yeah, he saw a side of me that probably no one should see. I mean, I'm a fat, snoring slob, and he had to.
Damn. So
But
you shared one room and you snore?
Oh, he snores like a wildebeest.
Yeah.
You got the CPAP, right?
I have a CPAP now.
Thank God.
I have a CPAP that doesn't truly work. It just numbs it. It brings my snoring from like a 10 to like a 5.
Are people
Yeah.
outside doing construction like, keep it down?
Yeah. We stayed in the Denver condo together. You know the Denver condo.
bro.
The Comedy Works.
Which
It's
is
the
huge.
biggest
It's like
condo.
it's a 2-bedroom, 2.
It's huge.
I know. It's
apartment.
huge. Can they get ceiling or can they get
Well,
walls?
that's where they get you. So
That's
I'm
what-
there with
they
Ari,
were telling me to stay there. I'm there
Joe
with Vito.
List.
I hear his little feet dangling across the hallway every time he gets up.
It was, it was Ari, Joe List, Steve Simone, and me, and him in the condo. At one point at 5 in the morning, we all came out with like nightcaps on and a candle going, this fucking guy, we got to kill him. We thought about killing him. We're standing over you with spears, like Lord of the Flies.
That happened with Mike Racine. I mean, we did. Mike is a horrible snorer, and we would share hotel rooms early on, and I was like, I want to fucking kill this guy. He was also in a bad relationship at the time, so you know when you have that check-in call when you're like fighting with your girlfriend, and you're like, I'm gonna take a walk and do this call.
Yeah, yeah.
He would just have it right next to me. I'd be like, dude, you gotta like go somewhere. You
Yeah,
can't.
he's very Italian.
Well, the only snorers can only share, like Kanane and I have shared rooms, and we're both snorers. But we've shared Kanane, but there's been other comedians like the next morning they're just like bloodshot eyes, like,
Oh, yeah.
you guys ready to go or what? And you're like, oh, you've been up all night because we're fucking tag teaming you,
Yeah.
with our fucking honk shoes,
Plus
baby.
the booze. Throw that on top of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
help anybody.
I mean, it sucks, man. It sucks because also I know, like I'm in a almost 8-year relationship, and I know my snoring is, it's probably not as good as it should be because of that.
What's his name? All right. Old
Leonard.
what causes snoring? Why do people snore?
I mean, for me, it's probably 40% because I'm fat. I'm just gonna beat all the shitheads online to the punch here because I'm a fat fuck. Because I drink too much, because I'm gay, because I'm
I snore too, and I'm not fat.
Do you snore?
An asshole.
Oh man,
Do you?
I've had girls leave me.
What?
Yeah, I mean I fake snoring so they would leave. But no. But
that's why you wanted me to coach you. That's why I did all those snore coaching sessions.
But no, I'm a bad.
You know what?
snorer.
You turned into a punchline when you become the snoring grandpa though. Like my grandpa would snore and he would just be in his chair snoring and we would just laugh. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, here's the thing though. Do you snore?
I don't. Not that I know of.
That
Okay.
means you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, do either of you burrowers in the sack though? Do you move at all?
Yes, I do.
See, because I find snorers often stay 100% put until someone
So you
moves
got that
us.
going.
So yes, there's
I'm
the balance.
Stormy.
Yeah, you're Stormy.
I'm Stormy Daniels. No, I'm Squirmy.
So you're banging Trump in bed every night?
Every night. It's rough.
But you're a lanky son of an onion, so you're like one of those guys outside of a used car lot. You're all limbs.
Yeah, dude.
I sold a Dodge Neon. I'm moving in the bed a lot, and I get up to pee a ton. So I'm one of those.
Oh damn!
I get up to pee a lot.
If we the three of us were in a spaceship that flew into like a cosmic event that turned us all, a radioactive event that turned us all into superheroes, you would definitely become the stretchy guy.
Yes.
Right.
Who are you? What is Mark?
Yeah. What am I? Though? Am I flaming?
I think you're the flame. I think
All
you're
right,
the guy.
I'll take it.
And I turn into the stone, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're the thing.
I'm the thing. I turn into the thing.
We don't have
Either
a
we don't
woman.
have
I don't want a woman.
No woman.
the chair just develops a bunch of vaginas. Those couches turn into pussies. And we can just
That's a great
We
couch.
just start fucking the couches all of us. Where are they? The building's on fire. They're just fucking couches.
No wonder Bill Cosby shopped at Sleepy's. All right. Is that what it's called, Sleepy's?
Yeah, it's a mattress store.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know what I like
Stretch.
most about this drink? This little fucking bad bat. This
I
little
know. Well,
bad
that's
boy.
not me. That's the beer Jew who brings it. He brings in the nice. I believe this is him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for the cherries.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Manhattan. I like a. You ever have a Vieux Carré? That's a New
What is
Orleans.
that? Yeah, can you look that up, man?
Old
What is
Square.
It's almost like it's like a Manhattan with absinthe, sort of.
Oh.
that? Absinthe is like the devil's.
Bro, that's the devil's saliva.
It
Get that
doesn't-
absinthe all over your ding
It
dong.
doesn't work, though. They're like, oh, you'll see shit. And you're like, no, I'm just hammered.
No, yeah. Well, they only say that because I think previously, before there was administrations to monitor how much booze was actually in booze, there was absinthe batches that were just like 170 proof.
Right.
So people would have two
It's still very
cocktails
high
and be
proof,
like,
though, isn't it?
oh, I'm seeing shit.
I
It's like, no,
see.
you're actually not seeing shit.
Yes.
Because you're so fucked up you can't focus.
They do that on movies, too, where the guy will go, and then it's like, whoa, and all this shit. Like, that never happens. I just turn inward. I hug my knees. I cry.
Well,
but I've
remember,
never seen a
you
pink
guys
elephant.
have you done hallucinogens?
Yes.
Do you you've never done acid
Never.
or shrooms?
We've talked about this before on the
Okay,
pod. I've
well,
never done
if
it.
you ever want to,
Mark is pushing me to do it on the podcast, which is a hard no.
Oh, it'd be fun.
I'm not busting my
Wait.
cherry on the podcast.
All right.
Can I tell you? Okay,
Could
so
be fun.
I've never done shrooms with Mark, but I've been 2 years ago, maybe to whatever 2019. We're in fucking Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
and it's Bert, Ari, Ranzizi, O'Neill, me.
That's where I gave you that STD.
Oh, in the tub.
Yeah.
We all got in the. No, I was the only one who didn't get it.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't. They all got in the hot tub and all got a rash, and I didn't get. I was the only one.
Was
who
it
didn't-
you?
I had a rash cooking, and we got in the tub, and we all got
I
it.
was the only one. I got in. I think day 2 or something. I didn't have enough exposure.
I was rubbing my shit on your pillow. I didn't tell you.
Well, no, there was that
You
last night.
gave everyone a rash?
Apparently. Well, it was not a rash. It was, what do you call it?
Oh,
UTI.
Yeah.
UTI?
Yeah, I had a wicked UTI.
Doesn't that hurt?
You get used to it.
Well, you don't have to enjoy peeing. It's quick.
Yeah.
It's like giving birth. You do it because you have to.
There you go.
Because you're biologically programmed to get this thing out of your crotch. But the
I
fucking
didn't know it transferred via hot tub. That was news to me.
well, you remember y'all took shrooms
Oh, yeah.
the last night.
That was a
And we
mistake.
just were like, we're just in the fucking condo or whatever, the Airbnb, and Mark's just like popping up, giggling places. So you just be
Yes.
chatting, and Mark would just appear right there. It's like, It was so fucking funny. Like, you just be like, forget that you're in the kitchen eating. You're like, I know, right? I mean, I eat this shit all the time. And Mark's like, me too. You're like, where the fuck did you come from?
Yeah.
Michelle Wolf told me that she shroomed with you once in Bonnaroo, and she said that Mark was like, she described him as a cat. He would just show up from time to time.
And then run away.
And you'd be happy to see him, and then he'd run away.
Yeah. You said that about Attell once, I remember.
Attell was like a cat.
At the cellar, he came over to say hi, and I like asked him one too many questions, and he ran, and he just walked away. And you were like, you scared him off.
He's a grumpy cat.
Well, Attell, he's like a bodega cat. You pet him a couple times, then he just runs away. You're like, hey, just be happy for the moment. Just gotta be happy. You gotta tell for a minute.
He's over there spraying. He's over there spraying on something.
Right. Yeah.
This smells like iced coffee and cigarettes in a filter.
I love it. I can't believe you gave people a rash in a hot tub. It's so weird to get that in a place where you relax.
Oh, yeah, good point.
That sucks.
My argument's also that hot tub was definitely not vetted before.
For sure.
It was an Airbnb hot tub. There could have been fucking...
And it had 6 sweaty, drunk guys in it.
Drunk comedians.
Yeah.
That's also...
That's where you mentioned blowing a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was supposed to go out in the airwaves.
I don't fucking... That's it. Yeah, I've had one... Here we go. This is
that all right? We can edit.
Dude, editing is for the weak.
Wow.
Oh, that's a T-shirt. Now, do we let them know I was the guy you blew or no?
Right. It was
we
there.
can tell by
the
the shirt.
That's when you mentioned blowing a guy when you were blowing me.
Right. Exactly. Sorry about that, Red.
No, I mean it was 2013. Right, I'm shit you not.
The year of blowjobs.
Yeah.
2013. Right after I filmed half an hour, my Comedy Central half hour. We were at the after. You've done. Did you do where did you do yours?
Boston.
All right, so it was Boston. So okay, same year.
The Royale Theater.
Same place. You remember? Okay, afterwards we're all at the W, just getting wrecked, canned, in the Comedy Central suite. Then we got kicked out of there.
Yep.
And then we just kept doing the thing where 20 of us went to another person's room. Then only 7 of us went to another person's room. And then 4 of us. And then it ended up being me and this. He was one of the employees. That's all I know. And he was like an attractive dude who I could tell had been flirtatious towards me.
He's a hunk.
He is.
I know the guy.
Yeah, because
he tried to blow me. I said no because I have a little self-control.
Yeah.
But he's a good-looking guy.
But I was at that point where I was like, single. Why the fuck not do this? Why not just give it a go?
Wow.
So
I like how open-minded you are.
Yeah, I'm very.
You're not giving head. You're receiving head.
Well, no, I did both. We both happened.
Wow.
Both happened. Well, because it was in that moment where I was like, I have to know. I have to I'm going for it. Yeah, I know, right?
Getting hot in here.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you blew him. I thought he blew you.
You said it. You said it in the setup. You were like,
I did not know you blew him. I was joking. Well, this changes everything.
This is a very specific type of homophobic.
I mean, I just had no idea. Woo!
What?
I'm getting a phone call. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
I want my son to be a cashier, not a receiver. Damn it!
I look at it like visiting. I don't know, like you visit a place where you're like, that was interesting. I see why people are into it. Not for me.
All right.
Or like a dish.
If it were a place, what would it be?
Atlantic City.
Miami.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like I get it. I get why people love it, but just not my
Perfect
scene.
analogy.
That's good. Well, I had a gay thing with a kid when we were 7. We made out for a while, and yeah. We were 7 years old. I mean, I was at all boys school, so it was prison gay. But we for sure.
That's pretty young even for a make out with a woman.
I mean that's the thing. Is you can't physically really go further.
Right.
Your dick doesn't get hard.
Good point.
You're limited.
I feel like it doesn't get soft at that age. I feel like I had a boner till I was 14.
Really? This is
again.
your superpower.
I feel like some people remember their first boner. I remember the first time. I'm like, why is it soft? Will it ever be normal again?
That'd be like everyone always gets like superpowers, like in those movies. What if there's a guy who just can't not get hard? He's always second he comes, he's hard again. He's like, fuck, this is my life. This is
Viagra man.
Yeah. Kind of help with the villains. He tries to run by, you trip him. It's a dick. Tripwire.
Took me a second. It was good.
If we were an improv group, that would have been.
I'd be out.
That would have been a moment where, hey, guys, we're not yes-anding Mark here.
That must be the hardest part. You never think about that. Improv groups, they must kick people out sometimes.
Yeah, if you bomb enough, I'm sure.
That must be tough.
Oh yeah. Where do you go from there?
Yeah, I have seen good improv.
Same.
But it's like you could tell it's fuckers who've been together for a decade.
Yeah.
And just hang out all the time. I mean, technically, in many ways, a podcast is just improv.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I mean? We're just like hoping to get something good out of this. We're all laughing together. We're like listening. We're talking, and there's just no like, well, I'm a mad professor.
Right.
And I demand you give me your firstborn child.
Give me a location where you should be. There's none of that. You just go. You're not getting any audience.
I mean,
you know?
we should, I forgot about that part, which is never. You know Todd Glass?
Yeah, I love
Who's
that.
my
I love
fucking,
Todd
one of my
Glass.
fucking favorites.
Funniest guy.
Yeah.
So what I love about Todd, crowd work. I think crowd work's fun and all, but I feel like a lot of times crowd work is essentially just repeating whatever they just said back to you in a different tone. Where you're like, where are you from? Like Oklahoma. Like, Oklahoma?
Right.
And people are like, they acknowledge the person.
Yeah.
But there's some people who are excellent at that shit, but Todd does this other level of crowd work where it's almost like he's taking what the audience is saying and then putting it into the fucking crazy comedy machine that is his brain.
Yep.
And is being like, what if? So I saw him once in L.A. He was like, "Wait, do you do improv comedy? Are you guys improvisers?" And one of the guys was like, "I do." He's like, "Improv, it's crazy, right? Because when you ask for suggestions, it's bullshit. You don't really care what they say. You already have a thing planned. You already do." He's like, "What if I did that? What if I'm a stand-up comedian. Here's what was going to happen." And he gave the audience this script. He's like, "I'm going to ask for a suggestion. No matter what you say, I'm going to hear bulldozer. All right?" So he comes in and he like leaves the stage, comes back out, and he's like, "All right, guys, I'm a one-man improv group. I need a suggestion of a machine that's used on a construction site." And people are just railing random shit. He goes, "I heard bulldozer," and then he starts fucking doing it, and it was just like, oh man, that's a level of like comedy that I miss seeing more of.
Silly.
Not silly, or just like taking risks way off in left field.
Right.
Yeah.
Where like now, and I mean,
It's very meta, right? I mean, you're kind
it's
of
very meta, and I know I tend to lean that way sometimes, and a lot of comedians still do that a lot. But I also feel like there's a pressure now because comedies now, I don't know if they're fucking like telling kids at 14 years old or younger, like you're funny, you should start doing comedy when you hit puberty.
Yeah.
Like there's just
there's a bigger middle class of comedy than there's
Bigger.
ever been. It used to be like you're Joan Rivers or you're like a struggling road comic.
Yeah.
And now it's like there's a lot of people making a living at this who are just kind of, in the middle.
or it finally became respected as a craft is probably what
Both.
happened. Because not everyone, like I think for the longest time people didn't look at being funny as an actual talent. I think people were like, oh, singing's a talent. Playing an instrument's a talent. Acting, I can't do those things. Acting's a talent, whatever. But I'm funny.
Talent.
What?
I don't know if it is. I mean, it's like being athletic. It's vague. It's a big umbrella. But if you're athletic and you get good at basketball or
because I read this book.
still got to
once.
hone comedy.
Sure, yes, you have to hone it, but I do think you have to have it.
I agree.
You have to have, and I think the it is a talent. Like you have to have like that innate that ability to just say something.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember the first time you were ever funny?
I remember some lines I had growing up.
I vividly remember the first time
Really?
I was ever funny.
What was it?
I was in the 6th grade, and I was at Holy Cross School for Boys.
Yeah,
right?
in the lower ninth ward.
Yeah. That's where I went to middle school. It's where I eventually knew I was going to blow a good dude one day, I guess.
Wow.
But
I beat you to the punch.
I remember I remember you remember how teachers sometimes would let you just fuck off for the last 15 minutes of class?
Yeah.
Because especially in
teachers.
Louisiana, good teachers.
Really seems to care.
And, I remember.
We always do the Rodney voice.
Do you remember Goody's headache powder?
Yeah.
So I remember the teacher was letting us fucking goof off, whatever, and he was putting Goody's headache powder in his drink. And one of the students was like, "What is that?" He's like, "It's headache powder. You guys are driving me crazy. I've been having a pounder all, whatever." And I remember instinctually just raising my hand. Teacher called on me, and I went, "My uncle snorts goodies up his nose," and he spit took. It's the first time I ever witnessed that. And laughed his fucking ass off, and everybody else just sort of laughed. And I didn't really even understand what the fuck I meant by that.
Whoa.
I just knew I had somehow ascertained
love
that
it.
snorting a powder up an adult's nose was something that they did but weren't supposed to do.
A mature joke for you.
Right, but I didn't but I just remember being like, oh, this would be funny.
Yes.
And like and that's a mild version. I'm sure people have way better versions and way funnier comedians, but I think you still have to have that thing.
Yes.
And
It
like
was in you and it had to come out.
Right. And you use that I think like athleticism, everyone can be athletic, but not everyone is an athlete. Does that make sense?
Agreed.
Same thing with comedy.
Yes.
Everyone can be
Everyone
funny.
can
We've
get
all got
better.
to laugh.
Everyone can get better at it, but yeah, it does. You have to start somewhere,
Right.
to make a career at this.
Or
You
like
gotta have a certain brain.
anyone can be funny in a certain
That's what I'm
situation,
saying.
but not everyone can be a comedian.
No.
Does that make sense?
No.
And I think that
Agreed.
line has been blurred lately, where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
well, no, you can do this. You just have to move to New York. You have to be a comedian. You have to get past at the Comedy Cellar.
Yep.
You have to get it on Leno or
Yeah.
Late Night or Leno.
You have to have a photo of you holding a microphone on Facebook.
Right.
That's
It's
part
like
of
Well,
it.
you
like
do
the-
one open mic, you could say I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
There's a formula to it now.
But it is interesting. Like, also, it's great that there's less gatekeepers, but at the same time,
Absolutely.
But at the same time, you know,
Less is weeded out.
bad shit always gets a lot of views. Like, there's that guy who, you know, you see that guy bragging that he got all those eyeballs, over 100 million eyeballs, because he did a Squid Game like ripoff.
Oh, yeah, that
guy's
fucking guy.
killing it.
And you're like, okay, but this dude had an actual idea. This is the dude that had the idea. You're still not creative.
Right.
You're bragging that you are. It's almost like being a good businessman over being.
Yes.
You know, that's rewarded more than originality.
I
in a lot of
agree.
ways.
I'm a fan of the original. I like that. And this guy's just kind of glomming onto that.
Yeah.
But you could say the same for Weird Al.
Yeah.
You know, but I like Weird Al.
But Weird Al still created.
He's still writing.
He's still
own lyrics.
and every single one of Weird Al's songs, he parodied it. He found a theme to his parody. Like even his
Yes.
newer shit. Like I think the best one he's done of all of Weird Al's catalog so far, even though
So funny to say Weird Al's catalog.
I know, right? But he's got a
Funny that he's got the same word for all his music as Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love his canon.
Like if Weird Al is not inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it
He
will
will
be.
be. He
You
will
really?
be.
It will
Yeah,
be
I
a
bet he will
fucking
be.
crime
Yeah, he's
if
a
he-
legend.
Yeah, but like
I met him once. Sweet as pie.
Yeah, I heard
yeah.
he's awesome.
Great
I mean,
guy.
I think some of his best work was his later shit, like the Handy, the making fun of the Iggy Azalea, the I'm so handy, you don't even know that hit, but he raps as a handyman.
Oh,
It's
that's
fucking,
great.
it's a great song.
It's
Dude,
pretty
I'm
brilliant.
fat, or like
I'm fat as gold.
dude, what, Amish Paradise?
That might be his
He
opus.
always found the perfect
Yep.
So silly. I always liked Weird Al a lot.
Wait, do you have an old school zinger you said as a kid? Because I got
Yeah,
one.
I mean, they're not that funny. I mean, that's the thing. When you're a kid,
Well,
they're just
that's
not
okay.
that. Yeah, well, okay. I mean, I was in second grade. I got in trouble with a teacher, and I just got on my knees and did Jim Carrey in The Mask. You know, the guy, when he's like, "Did you do this?" I said, "It wasn't me. It was a one-armed man." But I did the Jim Carrey voice from The
Oh,
Mask,
that's good.
and he laughed his ass off, and it that got me out of trouble.
So when
That was-
you got on your knees, you were still 4.5 feet tall. you starting forward. You.
I
got on my knees. I said, "Just let me out of trouble. I'll suck your dick, old man. Come on." No, I said, no, I did the Jim Carrey voice, and he was like, he laughed, and you see that shit, and of course, then you start taking it too far because you see
Yeah.
that when you get that laugh, it is like a drug. You're chasing some shit,
Right.
And it's hard to get that high back when you're a kid and you don't know what the
Yes.
fuck you're doing.
Yeah, that's why I
Oh,
got to join,
yeah.
theater or some shit. Mine was my first birthday party. I made the invitations. You had to handwrite them out, 50 of them or whatever. And I wrote, "Be there or be triangle." Not great.
Oh, hey, dude.
I was
That's,
6
are you
or
kidding me?
5
That's
or
a
whatever.
fucking.
It's a tweet. But but then the big laugh I remember getting was in like 4th grade. My teacher yelled, we were learning about expressions like what goes around comes around, and whatever it is. And she said, "Now what do you not do in a glass house?" And I said, "Shower. Kill."
Ooh, that's a good line.
That's actually
Killed.
still good. Yeah, it's like
Killed. But
That's
you
a
could probably
clever
sell,
line.
that could end up on some of those Comedy Central little one-offs. They
Fat
do.
Jew just made a meme out of that one. That was a good one.
But here's the clinker. After this girl, Danielle, came up and she was like, "You were funny today. Do that again tomorrow." And I remember being like, So you start to learn the power of comedy.
Yeah,
like how
yeah.
it can-
Do that again tomorrow.
Wait.
That's
that's
such a hot
that's
girl
the
thing.
same. That's the audience member you see before the show. Like, you better bring it tonight. And you're
Yes.
like, fuck you.
That's what it was.
Just for that, I'm gonna phone it in and get drunk right before the show.
Wait, is Fat Jew still a thing? That guy's still around?
I'm sure. Either
So-
that or fuck Jerry. There's all those memes
Yeah.
that steal
Right.
jokes that people
Before,
like us
okay,
write.
like a year or so before that whole thing when he stole that dude's Instagram thing, I was in a movie with Fat Jew, Mark Maron,
Wow.
Eve,
Wow.
and Meta World Peace.
Wow.
Jeez, this is like the birthdays of the day.
Dude.
It's such a random mix.
Dude, it's a movie called All Wifed Out. I think it's only available on iTunes. It's dog shit, probably. But I never saw it. But I remember shooting it. I was like, this is ridiculous. But I was in every scene with Eve
Ah,
and like 2 scenes with Meta World Peace, who can't fucking act. Sorry.
I could see
Sorry,
that.
Meta.
Love Meta, though,
That dude
dude.
thought he could act, though.
But he's a fucking legend.
That dude would
guy.
roll
New York
around like-
legend. We love you, Meta.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but you can't act. But but he's a nice enough guy. But fucking Fat Jew, that dude told me, and he could have been fucking with me, but it changed my perception. He was like, all of the Hasidic Jew neighborhoods in Brooklyn, they're running ecstasy through.
Ooh.
And I was like, what? And he broke this whole thing down where he's like, I'm telling you, they have their own police departments. No one's going in there. That all ecstasy flows through
Interesting.
Weird.
the Hasidic Jewish neighborhoods in Williamsburg and Crown Heights. And I was like, holy fuck, if that's true, that's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
like that they're just like women can't walk past the Purim thing.
Yeah.
Or not the Purim, what is it?
They got to wear wigs.
No, but what is it?
No, they're weird with women going out at night or something. It's
well,
something
what
weird.
is it? There's a time of year where they can't have the string,
Oh, the string.
that they can't
I've seen the
cross.
string.
The women can't leave the
Yes.
or speak English in some situations.
Hold on. We got to
Yeah.
Google.
You wrote
fucking-
women can't. I'm like, ooh, this is going to be a fucking dangerous one.
The first thing that popped up was
Women can do
comedy.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Erov.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever heard of that?
I don't know it.
Oh, man. Not a good Jew
You
over
can't
here.
cross these lines, but you can snort some lines of Molly.
Yeah, apparently. Molly Steinberg. That's a girl I dated.
Did you really?
No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be fucking funny. If
Have you ever
gave-
dated a Jew? You like Jewish women
I've
a
had
lot.
sex with many.
Yeah.
Israeli, by the way.
Wow.
Ooh, talk about a tough cookie.
Yeah.
My God. She would do a weird thing where I'd bang her, and then I'd finish, and she'd go, leave it in.
Wow.
I was like, all right, so we'd just be laying there. I'm like looking at my phone, just
Gotta
sitting there
soak-
like, am I good now?
Gotta get the
She's holding a
essence.
little Mark who's going, triangle. Triangle.
But the whole time he's talking about a vagina.
Right, right.
Wait, but you're Jewish, Sam, right?
But I'm not religious.
Look at the
I'm not-
jacket.
I mean, yeah, I'm not a religious Jew.
Caitlin, my girl, my partenaire is Jewish.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Cook? Jewish name?
I know, right? No,
She seems so cool.
her mom's like legacy Hollywood Jew.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Different style of Jew out there.
Yeah, definitely.
I get rolled up on a lot by the Hasidic guy.
Me too.
It's like, are you Jewish? And I was like,
Oh
oh,
my
no.
God,
and
yeah.
they always just immediately
Beeline out of
I'm like, what if I say yes? I just want to know. I'll come hang out. I
No,
wanna
no,
come.
it's a trap.
I did it once. It's a
Yeah,
big
no,
mistake.
I'm on the street with Ron on yesterday, both Jewish,
yeah.
and they come up to us, are you Jewish? We at the same time go, no, we've just been through it too long. And then Liz at the Sellers right next to us, and she's like, I should have yelled out, I am. And we're like, oh.
No,
trapped.
they're relentless. I did it once just to see. I had a minute. I had nothing to do that day, and they took me off to the side, did a big prayer, and they said a bunch of like hymns and whatever, and they smelled like shit, and then they circumcised me. But it was weird. It took like 30 minutes, and they read me a bunch of passages. It sucked.
Yeah.
That's what I should have asked for. I'm like, can we do some Manischewitz? Just shoot a bottle of Manischewitz?
Yeah, something.
These are fucking good. I got to
These
say.
are very
these,
good.
These are going, the ice
potent.
too. The ice kind of makes it a little nice. It's a little more,
It cuts it.
cuts it a little.
Yeah, and I gotta slow down.
This is good ass
Chugging it.
vermouth. This
Wait,
is-
what's this bourbon we're drinking? Oh, is this fucking Basil Hayden's?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
You know it?
Yeah, dude. I did host a show about drinking for 2
Oh,
seasons.
That's
we gotta
right,
talk
with
about
Jay
that.
Larson.
Yeah,
I
with
love
Jay.
Jay. Yeah,
I did retain some fucking information that was forced down our throats.
Yeah.
You know? And one of them is that Basil Hayden's.
I think that was a gift. All right, good to know.
That's good shit.
Now, how hard is it? Because we drink a couple times a week for this show. You had to drink what, every day?
when we were filming, we would do like 5 days per city, and usually I would say 3 on average, 3 to 4 bars per day.
Wow.
It would be all day. It would be all day. It would be
By
like
the end, were you just fucking hammered?
dude, I was having episodes where I was like, I would like wake up and not remember where I was or who I was for like a few.
You don't want to black out while filming shit. That's a bad.
No, you don't want to black out while sleeping. That's the best way I could describe it. Would be like I'd wake up and have to piss or something and be like,
where am I? What
Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Sean. My name is Sean. Like it was just like my brain was so just inundated, or that's not the right word. But
There he is.
What channel was the show on?
It was on Esquire.
But it would play on the airplane.
Yeah.
What about what were the best bars you were at?
I mean, that's a fun question because people will like ask me that sometimes. I'm like, if you watch the show, you saw how fucking hammered I was, right?
Yeah.
I barely remembered any of it. I will say, I still believe this: the best 2 drinking cities in the country are New Orleans and Chicago.
Ooh, meaning that you can drink a lot, or meaning good bars, good choices,
meaning just like it's an actual culture here. Like I love drinking in New York.
Yeah,
but the bar scene in New York it's kind of homogenized. They're all you've been to one, you've been to them all.
When's last call in New Orleans? And
there is no
Chicago?
last call in New Orleans.
Right. Okay, the Bourbon Street too. Okay, what about Chicago?
Chicago has everything from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So there's bars that close at 2 a.m., but then there's bars
as long
that
as you have
close
the option for the after hours.
Oh,
bar.
yeah. You can and 5 a.m. I think is only on the weekends in Chicago, but you can drink there every night of the week in Chicago. You can find a place to fucking stay.
Malort, that's what they drink in Chicago. That shit's disgusting.
Tastes like
They made me do a shot of that. They made me like I had no choice. They suggested I do a shot of Malort during my last weekend. Also, dude, they have their own St. Patrick's Day in Chicago. Man, that's a fucking drinking culture.
That's what I'm saying.
The whole Green River.
Chicago's great.
Chicago's a fun place to drink. I'm an asshole because I'll do that to people in Chicago. I'll order shots of Malort and be like, guys, we're doing a round of tequila. And and they come over there with shots and be like, hey, cheers to you. And then everybody's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, Malort. You just got Malorted. You should have looked at it. It's kind of green.
Yeah.
Malort is rough.
Rough. Not good. What is it? It's almost like a licorice-y cough medicine
But dude,
kind of thing.
so Caitlin pointed this, because when I met Caitlin, she was living in Chicago. But they have an amazing marketing team. So there was I think this is kind of famous. You can look this up. There was a billboard in a Chicago neighborhood where it was 2 billboards next to one another. One was for Cook's champagne, and it was just 2 glasses cheersing, and it said, she just found out she's pregnant. Right? And then the next one, Malort bought the billboard next to it, and it was 2 shot glasses clinking, and the text was, oh no, I'm sorry, strike that. The Cook's one said, she just found out she's having twins. The Malort one said, she just found out they're conjoined at the head. So like,
I love that.
So like they like
there it is.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Nice. See, that makes me want to go buy it.
That's what it is.
That's the power
They're
of comedy.
funny. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. No, I just did a weekend in Chicago, and
it's awesome.
Yeah,
I just did Talia Hall with Kinane, and it was fucking amazing. Yeah,
it's one of the best comedy towns.
They were telling me there that the Malort advertising people are cool as fuck.
Yeah, they get it. They get it that
I mean, that's a huge.
It tastes like Satan's balls.
Dollar Shave Club. They were all funny ads, and that's why it blew up.
Yeah.
Funny stuff goes a long way, especially in the advertising.
And also, Chicago is like, they're a cool city. I mean, honestly, when a city gets that cold, the people have to be cool.
Dude, I say
it keeps you humble.
The Midwest is my favorite part of the country to do comedy in.
I can see that.
Because it's a cold weather people are forced to develop personalities.
It's so true.
Because they spend half the year inside.
You can't just hang at a fucking beach.
It's a tundra. Like,
I'm with you.
And I love,
great.
But I also love out here too, like the Midwest, Northeast.
They're grateful too. Cold weather people, because they get a good day or good. It's a distraction from the cold is tough.
It is. It's hell.
Well, I also feel like I love New York. I love certain rooms in like on the East Coast. I also feel like you get too many like. There's a love of like edge here on the East Coast that can get a little fucking exhausting, where you're like, you just listen to what I'm fucking saying. I'm not gonna be just because I'm not saying certain words that make you believe that I'm on your fucking level tough ass.
Right.
I think you get too many fucking tough guy like, come on, that's comedy's supposed to be edgy. I'm like, is it? It's supposed to be funny, you fuck.
Yes, exactly.
I hate that whole like a comedy's got to be this, that, and the other thing. It's like, no, it doesn't. It's just got to be funny.
I hate that too, dude. The people that are like, because I'll tell sometimes I'll have like a joke that people are like, that's a dark joke. I bet you'll like this guy. And then they show me a clip and he's like, so I'm throat fucking this baby. And I'm like, ugh, I don't like this shit.
I would actually say to both of you, both of you are very well. You're both extremely skilled at dark subject matter.
Thanks.
Thank
Well,
you.
I watch a lot. I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of comedy, and I just see I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
so the edge thing, you want to play it well. It's like a violin.
Oh yeah.
You got to know the instrument.
If you're looking to be edgy, it's dangerous because you're trying to do a thing rather than be funny.
Well, I look at it like a joke is like a sword, right? If the edge should be sharp, but you also have to have a spine and a blade and a grind and a fucking handle, and it's got the blade itself has to be well tempered. And like, if you just focus on the edge part, the moment you try and strike something, the rest of the fucking thing will shatter because you weren't paying attention. But the edge should be there. But the edge is actually the least important part.
And only certain people can swallow it.
Exactly. And to all the people jumping on listen, this guy didn't watch enough Blademaster. Do you ever see that? You remember that show?
No.
What was it called? Blademasters? It was like a
sword show?
It was like a Top Chef for blacksmiths.
You got Matt doing a lot of Google searches over here.
Blademaster.
Yeah, there you go. No, that's not that.
That sounds like a gay porn.
It was
Filming at the W.
Oh, there it comes. Here it comes. The belching's coming.
Bring it on. This is a Belch-friendly show.
Mark Belch is like, how deep in Rick and Morty are you now?
I finished the first season.
That's it?
I'm getting there.
That was months ago.
I never had time to watch.
I'm obsessed with.
I love that show.
It's perfect.
Look at the picture above you. It's behind the happy
Oh, yeah.
house.
Forged by Fire. Yeah, there it is.
Forged by Fire. Big difference.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
But
a friend of mine. This was not me. A friend of mine. He was like, they should have called it Master Blader.
Oh,
way
that's
better.
Good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, Bowen Walker. Shout out to you,
Bobo.
He's a craftsman in Denver. But
what's your favorite drink when you're drinking with Jay? Was it a lot of beer or what would you be drinking?
the thing that sucked about that show was that like we didn't have any creative control, and that's the thing people would always people got like legit mad at me when I quit. And not because they were huge fans of the show, because they were like, how could you walk away from such a plush? I'm like, it wasn't plush, man.
No.
We love drinking booze in general because it's an escape. But when it becomes your fucking job, it sucks.
Good.
So, like, you're drunk, and, like, we couldn't fake drinking on camera. Yes, every now and again, we would tee up another shot and not actually take it because we'd already done 3.
Sure.
And it was, like, 2:30 in the afternoon kind of shit. And we still had to do, and so, like, we would and even if you were faking it, like, I am drinking this drink at a slightly slower pace.
Me too.
But I am already drunk. Because booze affects you.
Well, it's all bourbon. I mean, we just drank a fucking. I mean, this has got to be
but
many.
That was the thing, dude.
There's many whiskeys.
Yeah, shit, you're right. I didn't think about that.
But we would go to bars and have to drink their craziest drink or their most potent shit, or do a shot of 50-year-old Appleton rum. San Francisco was that place. Rum wasn't very good. Tastes like wet newspaper.
Ooh.
How do you like San Francisco?
San Francisco is a great drinking city.
Yep.
Got the water there. San Francisco's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a cool city.
Pretty.
I wish it would fucking be taken away from the goddamn
tech people.
Tech fuckers, yeah. I mean, I have a guy I went to high school with lives there. Him and his wife are both doctors, and they had to leave. They couldn't afford to buy anything in San Francisco.
Wow, 2 doctors.
2 doctors couldn't buy.
Man.
And then there's these fucking turds out here who are like, well, what are you going to do, man? That's just, hey, America, you make money. It's always a guy like that who says that shit who actually doesn't have any money.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who's always like, whatever, dude, they're just making money. It's like, what are you worth? Oh, you're not worth shit. You just fucking, you fantasize with them because you think you're going to fucking be one of them one day by siding with them. You're not.
Well, everyone thinks they're going to be rich. That's the thing. It's like that's how you get people. Is like no one's like everyone. No matter what your job, you're like, I'll put it together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Right. I'll figure it out. Something will click.
As you said that, I'm like, fuck, I didn't know Sam was filming my mantra. I didn't know Sam had security cameras in my bathroom.
Well, that's
mirror.
why Bernie's got a hard time. Bernie's like, we got to tax these fucking millionaires, and everyone in the country's kind of like, but I could be a millionaire.
Yeah, it could be me.
Yeah.
I could do it.
I mean, dude, we got to stop trying to elect Bernie, start trying to clone him. You know,
get a young Bernie.
Like
Yeah,
just
Larry David.
yeah.
I remember Tim Dillon called me like 3 years ago. He's like, "Did you hear they're taxing millionaires?" I'm like, "You're doing a lot better than me."
I was just in Madison doing comedy on stage. Shout out, fantastic!
Yeah,
fucking
one of the
club.
greats.
One of the great
One of the
clubs.
greats indeed.
I don't know if there's anything better, honestly.
Yeah.
I love
Tough to top that club.
Up the top.
Oh, dude, I fucking Acme is up there in Minneapolis.
I love Wise Guys in Utah. as
Wise
well.
Guys,
love
Utah.
Wise Guys.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love,
There's- I mean, yeah, but no, I mean, like
Denver's
these
great. A
are
lot of
the
great
top
clubs.
of the fucking
Philly
Yeah.
Helium. But
Philly Helium,
you're
yeah.
not going to get the
No,
green room.
comedy on stage's amazing.
The hotel's a block away. The
You shouldn't be
town's great.
saying that on the podcast. You get weirdos walking back with you. I had that last
good point.
time.
Good
I had
well,
a guy
it's
walking-
but you know, the hotel's right there across from the Capitol. You know, it's right there. It's the Park Hotel.
Right. But yeah,
No, it's it's an amazing club. The family's awesome that runs it.
They're
what's
good
her
people.
The
face?
sister, Eve and Anna,
Eve
they're
and Anna,
amazing.
yeah.
The sisters that
Good
run it are
people.
awesome.
Good
They're fucking
people.
awesome. The whole place is amazing.
Good people really seem to care.
thank you. It's getting nervous.
Well, they care.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. Like they
all there
care.
is to
They
it.
care about the business. They care about who they put on stage. They care about how you're doing. And you know what? Who they care about the least? Assholes who are like, the customer's always right.
Right.
They're like, no, we care about customers who come in and are like, we enjoy comedy and want to watch this.
Yeah, we've all had that thing on stage at a Funny Bone or a Bonkers with a Z, and you go, you're gonna kick this guy out? You're gonna tase this motherfucker? He won't shut up, and they go, he bought chicken wings. What do you want me to do? And you're like, all right.
I was at Caroline's once, and this guy would not. He was like a scary dude, and he would not fucking let up my whole show. And I said, "Is someone gonna kick this guy out?" And it was like a dude who looked like me, who was the bouncer at Caroline's. He walks over and whispers to him, and he just looked up at me and goes, "He says no." I was like,
Yeah, right.
I guess I'm fucked.
Exactly.
Dude, one of my favorite comedy on stage, this was years back, as I show up, or between shows, one of the manager at the time was a guy named Joe, and he was like, hey, man, there's a table up front. They're a little hammered already, but we're watching them.
Ah, you see.
Already a dart.
That table got thrown out at the end of the feature set.
Perfect.
Right? They got him out. So I get on stage right after and I'm like, how about that table, huh? And then no one was sitting at the table. I'm like, it's kind of a shame. Does anybody want to move up? And there was a bunch of applause. But one table was really emphatic about it. And I was like, can they move? And from the God mic, Joe goes, it's fine. So this table, they move up 4 people into this table, and within 5 or 10 minutes, they're now a problem.
Ah.
That table was haunted.
So they get thrown out, and then I was like, I think it's this fucking table and chairs. I go, can we get this table and chairs out of here? I said it as a joke, but then they come down. The staff comes down, like picks up the
They're
table,
that good.
stack the chairs, and walk out with it.
Wow.
And I'm like trying not to fucking lose my shit laughing because I can't believe they're doing
They're
that.
that good.
But I'm trying to play into it, like, yeah, you get the. I don't come to where you're made and give you an extra leg. You know, just I'm blown away that they're actually fucking doing this.
You know what? Honestly, is always
Yeah, that's why it's one of the greats.
No, it's one of the greats, and it's something about like liberal cities in red states. I don't even know if Wisconsin's red this time around. I forgot, but
It was blue this time.
it was blue this time. But I think
purple. It's a purple state.
It's a purple state. But those, when you get like Lexington, Kentucky.
Great club.
Right? You're in a red state, but you got a
Broadway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or off Broadway? That's a good one.
One of the
Yeah.
best, one of the
That's a
most
fun one.
magical
Sleeper.
rooms.
Yeah, it's a magical little room.
It is
yeah.
a magical room where you get people, they just fucking know they know you're kidding. They know which is so weird, but like, man, you go so many places where
go
they
north
take it
to
seriously.
go up to right there. Go up to Go Bananas. That's a great club.
Great club.
Is it? It's not
It's
my
a good
favorite.
club. It's a good, well,
I've
you
been,
get a pop in there. It's a special pop.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of albums
the
done in
room
there.
is electric, but
room.
I've taken some hard L's in that room.
Oh, really?
I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's you. But no, I've had some bad nights.
Maybe it's you is my next special title. Maybe it's me. What happened? No, it's, you know why? Because it's not really, it bugs me. Look, the room's incredible. I met Ron on Hirschberg there. It's where we met like 8 years ago.
Jew to Jew. Middle of nowhere.
Two Jews in Kentucky. He's got one of
Yeah.
my favorite jokes ever, where he said, my grandparents fled the Holocaust and moved to Kentucky, and people are like, a Jew from Kentucky. He's like, yeah, when they fled the Holocaust, they weren't picky. That's a great joke.
Kentucky's underrated, I think. Like Louisville's awesome.
Yeah.
Louisville.
Yeah, what do you fucking... Kentucky's great. Louisville is underrated.
They're opening a club. The people who run Spokane and
they're doing it there?
Bricktown.
Bricktown was...
That's a great club.
That's a
That
good
was a
room,
surprise.
too. Was it
Also, Oklahoma City, you're like, oh, that's right. Weed's legal here. You forget that they have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I love how Oklahoma has a rivalry with Texas, where it's like if the two of you were to actually fight, it would just be called North Texas. Like, I'm not trying to shit on the entire state,
it's
but
like Kevin Hart and The Rock. It's not going to happen.
But and also it's like kind of a depressing city, OKC, where they're like, well, I'm like, what's there to do? They're like, we got the bombing museum. All right.
but we also have legal weed now for you to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Great barbecue in OKC.
Sure.
Great, good people. Like they
Good
really are.
people.
The crowds are fucking awesome at that club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the basketball team is good, even though it's all about bricks.
They're not good.
All right.
They're bad right now.
That was a good
good
basketball
That was
joke.
good.
All right.
Come-
That was
in.
good. That's better than Triangle. That's fucking dude.
Proud of
I
Triangle.
sat at some restaurant there. I'm like showing before the show, and some woman just starts chatting me up, an older lady, and she's telling me like her husband's a musician. He's some pretty famous musician. Fuck, albino guy. Fuck,
Albino?
Yeah, albino musician.
Victor
older guy.
Vernado.
That's the albino we know.
Powder. No, what's his name?
That movie is so bad.
I heard it's horrible.
It's a horrible movie.
I watched it again
Older
over
guy.
the
Older guy,
pandemic
man.
just for fun, and it wasn't fun. You know when
Yeah,
you do
it
something
sucks.
just for fun, you're like, oh, this isn't fun at all.
No, it's
Fuck,
not.
I fucked up.
Past irony. It's just bummer.
Black albino. Does that help?
Oh, he's a black albino.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Albino. But I'll say this about albinos. You would think the KKK...
Right there, just
You think the KKK would love them. Who's whiter?
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
I'll
know.
say this about albinos is a great album title, a great special title.
I mean, they're the whitest people ever.
This
Look
guy
at
won't
that
touch
hair.
anything.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry. Wait, who's that guy? Nah, I fucked up.
That's a
I
crazy
shouldn't even
one.
Is that
brought
Brother
this story
Ali?
up.
No.
Steve Martin.
No, look.
Steve Martin. Last thing I'll say about the comedy club on State, the two women who run it, their dad owns it. He's this cool Greek dude.
Yeah,
the
he's
two girls are
awesome.
beautiful women, cool as shit, and they will get in someone's face. They're like
yeah.
these hot girls, and one of them was on like one knee, like Kaepernick style, like, you better shut the fuck up or you're going out of here, to some lady, and they were like,
yeah.
fuck you, and she threw her out herself.
They've got
badasses.
they've got that like Greek, like you work for everything.
Yes.
Yeah, they like it's super badass.
Yeah, and they're fun. They drink with you. I mean, they got it all.
They're good
So
people.
for
yeah.
Thanksgiving, I was in
Pushing the
Chicago.
kid.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, we were in Chicago, and we kind of didn't have plans. And Chad Daniels, who fucking
If you don't know his comedy,
Underrated comic in the
yeah.
country.
I think he's one of the most spin comics on Pandora. He's an incredible
right.
joke
Yeah,
writer
incredible.
and a great guy.
Awesome
Great
dude.
guy. Good egg.
Him and Kevin Bozeman, you know that guy?
I love
Yeah.
Bose.
Yeah, so they were.
I've heard he's incredible. I've never seen him live.
I've never,
Call him Kevin Boozman.
Kevin Booth. Well, that was the thing. They were like, come up. We were in Chicago. They were like, come up to Madison, and we'll do like a Thanksgiving, just hang out during the day. And the moment we get there, Chad, we're at a restaurant, fucking chatting, and Chad's like, "What are y'all doing tonight?" And I was like, "Actually, we're going to drive to Dubuque. I had to show, they're going to let us in the condo early because I was doing the weekend after." And Chad's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then like 3 shots arrive.
Yep.
I'm like, "Well, what?" He's like, "You're not driving. I already got you a hotel room."
Nah.
I was like, "You got me a hotel room?" He's like, "I have points. Don't worry about it.
I got points.
I got points." And then he fucking gets
I
us.
love road comics.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they're going to Dubuque. These are
Yeah.
all the markets we're not hitting. They
Yeah.
take care of it.
yeah. Wait, have you ever been to Dubuque,
No.
Where is it?
Iowa? It's like an hour and a half west of Madison. It's a surprisingly like chill city,
Okay.
a little pirates town.
Ooh.
What's the guy who directed? He's directed a lot of movies. The Player.
Robert Altman.
Robert Altman.
Altman.
It has a very Robert Altman Popeye, like shantytown.
Wow. I like
I was
that.
just watching
You know
like
what I
the
mean?
Criterion interview with like Matthew Modine. He's going through all the closet things, and it's like you're like, forget Matthew Modine's had this awesome career where he's like, he's like, oh yeah, I did Shortcuts with Robert Altman. He's one of my, and then he goes to the next movie. He's like, oh yes, I've worked with my friend Stanley Kubrick, and you're like, this dude's fucking lived.
Apocalypse
man.
Now.
Oh
yeah.
God, yeah, no, Full Metal Jacket.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Full Metal Jacket. My bad.
Yeah, I'm just saving you from the YouTube commenters.
But
this guy didn't go to war. It's like, neither did you, probably.
Good point.
Yeah, Paint It Black. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
How about
Movies were movies.
Yeah, dude. There's something about The Player's a great movie. That I love. We go to so many cities that are just strip mall after strip mall. And when you
Yes.
go
Yeah.
to like a city with some
Yeah,
fucking
we can walk
character,
around,
you're like,
yeah.
oh, I've never been to Dubuque. But
Well, that's why SF is so fun. You're like, look at these buildings, look at this water, look at this cool town. And Portland, Maine, cool town. Asheville, North Carolina.
Portland,
Yeah.
Maine, Pirates Town, bro.
Very piratey.
Pirates Town, right
These
there.
cool little sleeper
like
cities.
Portland, Maine is what Portland, Oregon's trying to be. And I still love Portland, Oregon. I enjoy it there.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
think the helium in Portland's fucking fantastic.
I just got back
Electric.
from there.
Yeah, I just
Electric,
recorded and
yeah.
I did an album / unofficial special there in August. Like but it's still because like people are like Portland's so woke. I'm like, yeah, but the people who go to that club
Are not.
are like fucking make me laugh. I don't give a shit.
They're aware of the wokeness and they
Yeah.
go over the edge.
Right.
They overcompensate.
But yes, when you see
That's
a
a good
dude
point,
with a
yeah.
beard and like an owl tattoo in Portland, Oregon, you like, all right, man, I get it. That's a look you went for. You see that same look in Portland, Maine, you're like, this guy spent 18 months on a fishing barge.
On a fishing barge. Yes,
and
exactly. He's a
tattooed an
tugboat
owl
captain.
because it was his only friend. It landed on the mast every day and gave him news of the mainland.
And he named the owl after his dead wife. They go all in.
Francis.
Yeah.
Dude, Portland, Maine is gorgeous, man.
Gorgeous.
You get
Yeah.
fucking
Summer,
a
come
lobster
on.
roll, dude.
Beautiful.
Game over.
Okay, here you go. Okay, let's do this. Most underrated city in America.
Damn.
I got mine already fucking locked and
Hey,
loaded.
hit us.
but
What do you got?
Pittsburgh.
Really?
I like Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I'm going there.
The
soon.
Warhol Museum's pretty cool. They got some cool stuff.
It's a fucking cool. It doesn't like. I don't love the Pittsburgh Improv. Just throwing that out
I
there.
don't either.
It's in a weird area.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you
But
just
they-
see the abandoned railroad tracks. You're like, we get it. You're struggling.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
right. Yeah.
But they have
Salt of the
a
earth.
they have a fucking awesome little club called the Club Cafe where they do
Oh,
like
that's a good
music
room.
and comedy. Sweet as hell. But Pittsburgh, you walk around like the fun areas, you're like, holy shit, this is kind of beautiful.
I know.
And like, and then you walk around downtown, like it's all condensed to that like little point.
Yes.
And all the stadiums are right there. The
Right.
baseball stadium, it's all very like.
And that river is cool.
They
and
shot
got
Batman there.
Did they?
Yeah, I
They
think
got the gondola going down
the
the river.
gondola.
Yeah, it's a cool town. Well, you got to remember these towns were huge with the steel boom.
Yeah.
So they just blew up and had all this money and income, and then they just slowly shit the bed.
Now, underrated city. I'm having a hard time because I'm thinking like what cities I like, and I'm like, are they properly rated?
That's the thing.
I'm thinking like, okay, I'll give you one I like. Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, fantastic!
Wilmington.
I'm going there this weekend.
It's a cool city.
Is this a setup?
No.
Okay, this feels like a setup to be like, Sean, have you ever been to Wilmington? Well, thanks, Byron Allen. Yes, I'm going there this weekend.
Sean,
Dick Crow?
Sean, do you like eating? Do you like the gym? Just every setup. Yeah, dude.
Like, you know
like
what's great?
eating.
Really quick, you know what's fucking great about that show? One time Eric Andre was on, and he had to be like, so Eric, you have crazy dreams? Like all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like
He's
for
got the
everyone else.
weirdest setups.
For like a John Roy, who I love, it's like, so John, you drive a lot. You know, John's got a bit about being in a car, but like Eric, you're like, so Eric, you once thought you were a walrus?
So Eric, you have a beef with the Big Buford or whatever? Oh, the Baconator.
With the Baconator?
Yeah. I got in trouble. He yelled at me in the bathroom, Byron Allen.
Who? Why?
Actually,
Oh.
I talked about this once and he tried to sue me. So
What?
Abort!
Oh, dude.
Yeah, bad idea.
Screw you. What the
Yeah,
fuck are
he
you
sent
doing?
what do you call it?
You're supposed to be a great guy. What are you doing?
He's a nice guy, but I don't know. We're making fun of Comics Unleashed. I don't know.
Fuck, I want to do that should be a game where you're like, you do Byron Allen and you don't do the name, but you just do the setup, and you guess what the comedian is. Like, so your dad was in Al Qaeda.
Well, you know the Norm thing.
Dina Hashem, what? No,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
He goes,
Love Dana.
He just said, like, he was on Comics Unleashed. He's like, it couldn't have been more leashed. And he has a whole story about it, but it's It's great. It just breaks the whole thing down.
Wait, Dina does have a joke about her dad. No, she's got a joke about keeping her dad out the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking misconstrue or mess up
Her
another
dad is
conversation.
not Al Qaeda.
He's not. Yes, not. I didn't mean that.
Well,
It's just a
Al-Qaeda.
joke, you fucks.
Al Qaeda works.
Boom.
Dude, what's your city, Mark?
Oh, Wilmington's great. It's almost like a
Wilmington's
mini New Orleans.
Wilmington's
it's a
awesome.
Real boozy college town.
Well, I'm thinking of like a city that like
Great call.
isn't talked about. Like there's a lot of cities I love, but I feel like Wilmington is kind
Like,
of
yeah, Asheville does get a lot of praise.
Asheville gets a lot of. I love Asheville.
but
too.
Asheville's not underrated at
I just
all.
did Duncan Trussell's
yeah.
podcast. Great guy. He's in Asheville,
guy.
I think.
Duncan's
is
in
he?
Asheville?
I think he's in Asheville.
Whoa.
That I did
Yeah.
not know
He's
that.
a very cool dude. I
like Duncan a lot.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think of other cities that don't get the shine.
Gainesville, Florida is a cool town.
Really?
Yeah, really cool town.
Now, but would you go to college there?
Well, I mean, sure.
Because that's where the University of Florida is,
It's a
right?
college town.
Right, okay,
But
yeah.
it's cool. What's that place?
I got my second one lined up when you're ready.
Not
Hit me.
Where's NASA in Alabama?
Oh, Huntsville.
Huntsville's cool.
I hear
Huntsville's
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 great.
cool, and all the NASA people moved there. So you got the hillbilly and
Yeah.
the nerds kind of coming together.
You got motherfuckers like dipping the lip,
Yeah.
like that like dirty sort of frayed hat,
Yeah.
and like the boots, and then they have a fucking British accent
Yes,
because they've been there for 10 years, but they're from like Southampton, England.
cultures collide.
And you're like, are you a British dipper? I thought you had to be American.
that does sound like a British term. This guy's a fucking dipper.
He's a dipper then.
Yeah.
What's the other city? What's
Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Wow. Never heard of it.
So yeah, there's a room. There's they don't have a club, but they've got like a comedy production crew called Clearwater Comedy, which I learned Eau Claire translates into Clearwater from French. So, but just for you fucking Francophiles out there.
Oh, Eau Claire, E-A-U.
Eau Claire,
Eau
yeah.
Claire.
Not just Eau Claire.
That was Irish. Yeah.
I got I got another one actually.
What?
San Diego.
I was going to say
Diego's a good time.
Santa Barbara.
San Diego's great.
San Diego's amazing. Great town.
That's a great city.
It's a fun. It is. San Diego doesn't get a lot of shine because it's got L.A. and the Bay to contend with.
Yes.
Like you put San Diego in another state, it's their A city.
It's a military town.
Here we go. San Diego is like the Clay Thomas.
Clay Thompson.
Tom, shit.
There you go.
I'm fucking.
He's
I'm
coming
dropping
back.
the ball here.
Me too. Me too.
As if they were on another. Wait, does that analogy make sense? As if Clay Thompson was on another team.
Oh
he's the
yeah,
star.
but I'm such a hoops junkie that I'm kind of like, yeah. You see the Patrick Ewing thing.
Yeah.
I'm such a hoops junkie that like I think he gets more points for being on a winner. Like for being like to me like Kevin McHale on the Celtics or like Chris Bosh on the Heat. Like you to me get more points for just winning. And
Yeah, sure.
And I think he's the second best shooter of all time, and behind Steph,
Steph Curry.
who's his teammate.
Yeah. Steph is.
Clay is fucking cool. If
Yes.
I follow him on Instagram and he's hilarious. Like he'll just be driving with his bulldog and just be chill. Like he's just a cool fucking dude.
Yeah.
And he's always dressed as Will Ferrell from Semi Pro. Like he's just like a fun dude.
That's fucking fun.
I'll say Louisville if we're doing cities too. I'll
never
throw
been.
that out there. What?
What?
It's good. Good club.
That's
Or good
Renan's
town.
hometown.
I
Your best
know.
friend.
Yeah.
I
and
love Ron.
Yeah.
George Clooney, Diane Sawyer, and Muhammad Ali.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty good alumni.
And my morning jacket.
Is that right?
They're all from. That's where they hail from.
There you go.
And the Slugger itself.
The Louisville Slugger.
I know.
Oh.
I went to the factory and bought one when I don't know I'm even a baseball guy. I was just like, I want to get a bat.
I don't need a bat
Really?
'cause I played Hilarities, and they give you a bat
give you
every
a
time you
bat.
play. I fucking love that club. That's
give you a
a club in
bat?
my top
If you
5.
sell out, they give you a bat with your name engraved on it.
That's why I've only gotten. That's why I've only gotten a glove.
Well, they gave me one. I brought it to the airport, and they go, "What are you doing?
They
You gonna
mailed
check
it to me.
this?"
They mailed it to me.
Oh, that's the move. So
Dude,
some guy in Cleveland Airport's got my bat.
Wait, you tried to check it?
Yeah, I tried to get it through security.
Oh, dude. If you have well, I guess I had a shillelagh that I fucking.
What's that?
It's an Irish
Oh,
fucking whooping stick.
sounds like a black chick. Shillelagh, Irish whooping.
Right
stick.
after Moesha. And,
So
Wait, I gotta catch up to you guys.
Well, I'm trying to milk this one because I know if I have another, I'm gonna be snuggling up to this Jew.
shall we?
All right, fuck it.
What We got to do some Christmas stuff too.
Shit!
Do you guys
you're
have
right.
any? Because I'm the Jew here. Do you guys have any Christmas traditions?
Ooh.
I mean, like, what are you guys doing for Christmas this year? And is there any long-standing stuff?
Well,
I want to know.
I bought a tree today.
Wow.
I got a mini tree. And that's just a good feeling. You put that fucker over your back. You smell that tree sap bullshit. They brought it home. The cat's playing with it. You know, it's hitting all the branches. It's exciting.
Do we have more ice, Matt?
Sorry, Matt. Your producer.
Good producer really seems to care.
Yeah. But no real tradition. We had a fake tree growing up, and it always bothered me.
A fake tree, the fake trees are nice though because you just break them out every year. But I get it.
But
There's something about walking past the trees in New York City and the smell. You're like, that's even as a Jew, I'm like, oh, it's so forbidden.
Yeah,
It's like a Palestinian woman.
right. You're not gonna get that with the dreidels. There's no sniff.
Wait, but were you? Did you not practice Christmas or like?
Did you have a tree in the house?
No, never.
Whoa.
No, both of my parents are Jewish. My biological dad has a tree, so I've set up a tree at his place a couple times, but we're not close. I mean, but you know, he's Jewish also, but his wife is Catholic. So, but you know, we never.
But Jews appreciate Christmas more than
Love
Gentiles,
Christmas.
I'd say, because
Sure.
it's a.
I feel like we're Mets fans and the Christians are like the Yankees fans. It's like you guys have the big thing, and we're just like, yeah, good for you.
Right. Yeah, it's like how rappers rap about money, but you don't really see a lot of white people rap about money.
Thank you,
they already
Matt.
have
The
it.
best. Gotham Studios, baby. Matt Peters. There's no one better.
No one better.
I just want to toss this out here. What do we look time wise?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Going by.
Yeah. Flown by. These Manhattans, man, they'll get you.
I'll tell you, good cocktail. Really seems.
What are we at, Matthew? We got to be at least an hour and 10.
We just hit an hour.
Oh, all right.
Right.
We're all right.
Okay.
We could do. I think we could do a small one each.
Yeah, do a little
do a
baby.
mini.
Little baby.
A
Little Brad
baby.
Williams.
Yeah.
Little baby.
First
little
guy-
baby
first-
Jesus.
Little baby Jesus.
Wait. Was that the
Easy.
Chappelle? Not Chappelle. Attell.
Tell.
Attell jokes.
Careful.
Yeah.
Easy, big fella.
Easy, googly.
I was wearing clogs.
Oh shit. Google. I gotta get up.
Oh, yeah, that's a sad sight right there.
It is right there.
There we go. We're getting old, fellas.
Just plug it. Cause this is a bar called the Irish Rose in New Orleans.
Yep.
City we're both from.
Yep.
Irish coffees. That's why I wore the shirt because they gave it to me.
Are you allowed to tell where you're doing your special?
Yeah, what's up? When's your next special? So you taped one already in Portland. You're taping another. Because you've backlogged so much. You have so much great material.
5 hours of material.
I'm
son.
a
And
fucking idiot.
you've never put out a special since your half hour, right?
'cause
you have
I-
the albums.
I
You're like
fucked
Jay
up.
Leno.
Well, here's how I fucked up. I fucked up because I was the tail end of that generation that was like, you know, keep your shit. And get it on a major network, get it on a thing, get it on HBO, get it on a Netflix, get it on a Netflix, get it on a Comedy Center, just get it on something. Don't put it out
Yeah.
there for free. I was the tail end of that generation, so I was very precious about everything.
We were there too.
But y'all were smart about it. Y'all started putting out like I still have trouble embracing the social media monster. Like
It's
I
very
still,
hard.
It's a nightmare.
but y'all are both excellent at it, and I fuck up and get resentful of myself daily and just like, God damn, I need to put more stuff out there because I really don't have shit out there.
Thank you.
I just don't have shit out there.
Didn't go.
And I'm putting out more and more.
Yes.
So
You got a ton.
well, yeah. And so
you have so much great material, man. You really
thank you.
are like one of those dudes. Your last album, you had that story about the strip club, which
yeah,
is like
Scuttlebutt, the name steak.
Scuttlebutt. That's
Yes.
a great bit.
Thank you.
You were really, I think, like elite when I think as far as storytellers, it's like you, Jim Jeffries, Cosby, and no, but you guys are really like you were really an amazing storyteller.
Thank you,
But
buddy.
you got 2 This Is Not Happenings, right?
3.
3, and
Yeah.
they're all multi-million views. You got to check
Look
them
up his
out.
stories online. I mean, Sean is such a captivating storyteller.
Yes. Well,
thank you.
Because there's so many jokes. There's always a great payoff.
Yes.
And
They have heart. They have emotion.
They have heart. The one you're in love with someone in one of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's numerous. But I have a new album dropping on Christmas Eve.
Whoa!
It's called King Scorpio on the Helium Network.
Nice.
It's dropping on Christmas Eve, but we filmed that recording at Helium in Portland and cut together like an unofficial special That's going to come out in January.
Oh, boy.
On YouTube.
Hell
you.
yeah.
Oh, thank you. Because that's where it's at.
All right. Well, that'll be in like 10 days from now.
Yeah, so that album drops on Christmas Eve, King Scorpio. Check it out.
Check it
but
out.
I'm filming.
I haven't heard it, but I know it's going to be great because it's Sean. He's
Thank you.
truly one of the best comics. So please look him up. Really a great stand-up.
But I'm filming the first official special at Tipitina's in New Orleans on February 3rd. February 3rd, 2022.
Thank you for the drink. By the way, Tipitina's in New Orleans is our maybe so like our CBGBs or something. It's like hometown. Been there for a million years. It's a local divey music spot.
I love it because it's owned by the band that became famous there.
Whoa,
Galactic.
They own it.
Galactic. So
I didn't know that.
They came up there, and then when it went on sale, they were like, hey, and they bought it.
Wow.
So I think that's fucking beautiful. But I remember going to look at venues back in June. Tipitina's was the first one we went to look at. And in my head, I was like, man, this is like 800 seats. It's just going to be way too big. And when I walked in, I was like, oh, it's just
tight.
huge in my memory.
Yes.
And it's
How many seats is it?
I mean, with seating, it's only 200.
Wow.
But standing, they can get like 1,000.
Yeah,
but like
standing room.
But so we're not going to do so we're doing standing room specials. No, but like, yeah, it's an amazing venue. And
yeah, no, I've been there. It's fucking awesome.
February 3rd, 2022. Tickets are already on sale. There's 2 shows, 2 tapings.
By the
7
way,
and 9.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I did the Howlin' Wolf last weekend.
That place is great.
It's great. First place I ever got paid to do comedy, so it's fun to go back and sell it out. But the guy gave me a bag of merch, and I was like, "What's this?"
Howie?
He goes, Stu.
Stu.
And he goes, I was like, what's this for? He goes, well, everywhere you go, you wear Tipitina shit. Can you rep us, you cunt? I was like, oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Because
You
they're
do wear
both
a lot
music venues.
I'll give you. They sent me a bunch of.
If you got any.
Did you do? You just did it.
Just did it.
That's a great venue.
Great
we looked
venue.
At that venue
it was
too.
great.
Yeah.
We had great shows. My parents came, kind of ruined everything.
Wow.
But,
I think they don't normally come. Right?
No, it was brutal. It was in my head the whole time. I changed a lot of curse words.
Oh, dude, I was at Gramercy, and my folks are,
They showed up?
Well, my parents came, and they're like double masked. They're like terrified of everyone. I'm like, God, you don't have to come. I feel bad you're here.
Yeah,
They're like, no, we want to be here. They're like, we got them like a separate row. They're like in the corner. I'm like, all right.
That's what I did. I got them VIP in the back, and then I do a Q&A at the end, and somebody goes, is your mom here? As a joke. And I went, yeah, she's actually in the back. And she stood up and did this whole thing.
And I got a big laugh?
Got a huge pop, yeah.
I mean, people love that shit.
Yeah, they love it. They love it.
I didn't do that, thank God.
And my dad was like, what the fuck? I'm buddy.
I'm here, yeah.
It's so funny when sometimes people do Q&As and it's like, all right. And then it's like, oh, no one has any questions.
I know. That has happened.
Well, I usually will just say, give me current events. Because I feel weird being like Q&A. I'm like, fuck, who the fuck am I?
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean that's epic. Your hometown hero, man. You do your thing. No, you are. Your shit's so good. I know it's gonna pop off. And you'll get a clip. Is it different material?
Yeah. Well, it's a different It's just that what I recorded and the album that's coming out on the
Helium.
The Helium. Geez, I'm fucking hammered.
I know, these are hitting
the album that's coming out on Christmas Eve. Helium. Yes, that's like material. The thing I'm doing on the 3rd at Tipitina's. It's based off of the one-person show I did at Edinburgh like 4 years ago.
Whoa.
That I shelved when I came back from Edinburgh 2017. I shelved the show because it was a lot, and it's fun. It's a comedy, but there's like emotional parts of it. But it's a comedy. But I shelved it because I couldn't really do it at clubs, and I had a bunch of clubs lined up.
Right.
And then just time passed, and all of a sudden I was working on this other hour. And then I recorded that for an album for Scuttlebutt.
So prolific.
And then,
so where can people find it? Is it just an album, or is it going to be on YouTube as well? Or
the album is going to be you can find Helium Records, but anywhere albums are got, it's called
Spotify,
King Scorpio.
iTunes, King Scorpio.
King Scorpio, and then we're going to release it on January 24th on YouTube.
December 24th.
Oh no, January.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing the album release
first
on Christmas Eve, and then the special release on 24th, but it's unofficial. And then the actual fucking, I don't think it's up yet. But
why are you unannounced? Shouldn't we be plugging the shit out of this thing?
King
the
Scorpio?
YouTube.
Oh, it's because we don't know exactly where we're fucking putting it yet. We know we're putting it on YouTube, but I think it's going to be Helium's YouTube page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just don't know yet.
Gotcha,
but the special I'm filming at Tipitina's, I do not know where that's ending up yet, but I know 800 Pound Gorilla's producing it.
All right.
And we're in conjunction with All Things Comedy, I believe.
Ooh.
But like we just don't know. Like it's like we're gonna film it and then be like, all right, where's it going? But
all right,
these days it's just about getting someone to do it with you.
Yeah,
I mean, you fuckers both know.
I did 800-pound without the lunch.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
Like they're great.
They do good work, and they let you have the spotlight. They give it all to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Sam's probably got 2 more specials in a documentary in the pipes, and also and a food and a cooking show, and your own like look how drunk you are. I mean, this is the pot calling the cops on the kettle, but I'm with you.
Well, no, I mean,
I should have said let's do.
you had so much
gin gimlets.
Well, you got so much.
martinis.
You have so much backlog, man. It's exciting. I think it's going to be huge for you.
It's about time. You're like an artist. You're all over the world. You're doing your Edinburgh shit in Portland and all that. It's great.
I mean, yeah, thank you. It's just.
I think it's
yeah.
going to be a big year for you.
It's just about you. This is something that, thank you, but this is something that going back to what y'all were saying earlier, or you were saying earlier specifically, it's like there are less gatekeepers, and that is great.
Yeah.
But it also means that like there's a whole nother wing added on to being a comedian now that was difficult to adjust to.
Here's what
Still
it is. We used to be boxers. You look up at this boxing, Sonny Liston and Muhammad Ali and all these guys, Sugar Ray. And then now we have to be MMA fighters. You can't just have you got to have a wrestling and a grapple and all this other shit. You can't just be a boxer.
we're businessmen now.
Yes. You got to have you got to have Twitter, you have to have a video, you have to have a sketch, you have to have a podcast, you have to have a stand-up set.
But it's good. It is good that we take back some of that control because, man,
I do agree, but it is
their taste is lacking. The industry's always going to suck, but us doing our shit, having a link to have people sent to when your friends promote you and you're like, here's the link. That's so much better than watch at 9 p.m. No one fucking does that.
That's true.
It's like homework.
It's good and bad, pros and cons, bittersweet.
Yeah.
Because you ever heard of the old Buddhist quote? Now I'm shit-faced.
You
ever heard that old Buddhist quote where they say, if all of the human race got together in one place and we all threw our problems in a pit, you'd pull yours back first. Like saying like, you got a crick in your neck, I'm impotent,
you'd be like, oh,
you're
shit,
fat, whatever it is. We all have our own shit, but I don't want to be fat, so I pull that back because I want my shit. I'd rather be impotent.
Because you at least know how to deal with your shit.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the same with the industry. It's like, the industry sucks now. You got to do your own shit. You got to post videos, but this is still better than just the industry.
Yeah, certainly.
That makes sense.
Everything's way better than it was, honestly.
Yes.
I mean, they're so bad. I mean, it also sucks how much power Netflix has, because look, HBO is cool, but also like no one's popping off HBO specials either. So it's kind of like YouTube, right? Like,
Isn't that weird?
It was the watermark.
I still look at it as the watermark in some ways, or just like the personal, like, oh, HBO. But now it's purple.
it's really like Netflix and then YouTube, which is weird,
Well, it's because they're the only two global streaming.
Oh,
They're the only two that are global.
And
Like
one's not
like
paywall.
Vimeo, where you at? You're fucking dropping the ball here.
What are you doing, Vim?
You could swing in here and have some fucking.
I just think YouTube is hard. It's this giant. They're owned by Google. I mean, it's hard to fuck with them.
Vimeo's at the W Hotel getting his dick sucked. Like, wait, what? What are we missing on?
Wait, so I just for some reason when you said you were hammered, one of my favorite Mark Normand hammered stories is there's numerous. I'm gonna give a PG version. But we were at Whiplash.
Oh yeah,
Which
Old UCB show.
Monday nights 11 p.m. was fucking fantastic. And you leave Whiplash and the play was go up the block to the Molly Wee.
Yes.
And there was one night where like the whole group of comics would all come up and the vibe was, the show was kind of weird that night and everybody's sort of like, I don't know, but we'd all been drinking because there was booze at this club. I don't know. I don't think I want to go to the Molly Wee. And Mark's just like, no, fuck that. Come on. We're in New York. We're doing comedy. Come on. We're going to the Molly Wee. Come on. He does his Mark thing. He's like, come on. When are you going to go? Go home? When are you going to go? Go home? What are you going to take the train for it? No, come on. We're all going. And then like, This whole group of us, there's like 8 of us, like, yeah.
The
Yeah, fuck
reality
that.
is I lived
We're going.
18 hours into Brooklyn, and I didn't want to go home.
Well, no, that was the funny part. We're all like, yeah, we're going to the Molly. We're all like fucking charged, like a fucking. And we're walking to the Molly Way, and I look back and I see Mark running towards the A, the opposite direction. Like, you got us all fucking riled up. We're like, yeah, we're going. And no one looked at you, and you just, as soon as we all started going, you're like,
It's a Scottish
you
goodbye.
just fucking sit down.
Get everybody riled up, and you go the other way.
I always said there's the Irish goodbye, and then an Irish goodbye, and then when you realize you left your phone and have to go back and pretend like you didn't Irish goodbye, that's the Scottish hello.
Mike Cat, or it might be Josh Gondelman. Somebody has that great joke that that's the Irish goodbye. The Jewish goodbye is we have to say bye to everyone 9 times and then leave.
Oh, yeah.
I might have butchered that.
That's
but,
funny though.
Yeah.
What are there any? Should we do holiday movies?
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a Christmas app, right?
Should we do a bit? Should we do a peeve? Do you have a peeve? I worry about.
I got tons of fucking peeves.
Hit us with a peeve.
My newest, so an old, a long-standing peeve.
Oh,
that
long-standing.
I don't think this one's
We'll do
new
holiday
to
movies
anyone.
next week.
Wow. All right.
I mean, I don't know. We could do that too. I don't give a shit.
I mean, after Christmas Vacation, I feel like it's a drop-off.
It's a drop off.
Christmas Story, Love Actually.
Christmas Story. I mean, Die Hard. I still go Die Hard.
Oh, Die Hard.
You think
You're
it's a
that
Christmas
guy.
movie?
It's a
Christmas
Die
movie.
Hard Christmas guy. We
Yeah.
get it. All
Yeah.
right. It's a Christmas movie.
Bad Santa's
I mean, it's
pretty
an
good.
actual-
Oh,
Bad Santa's great.
It's a great one. It's got some
What
edge.
else? Anything else?
I mean, it really is.
I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life.
What?
I've never actually seen it either.
What? Oh, Scrooged is fun.
Scrooged is actually probably one of an underrated because Bill Murray gives that like, and you can do it like that speech, that Bill
Yes,
Murray speech at the
yes.
end.
So good.
Yeah, I mean,
I grew up with that movie.
I'm gonna throw Scrooged in there.
All right.
Yeah, no peeve
I
that
saw it. I was young. I don't even remember, to be honest.
Scrooged.
It's
Yeah.
dark.
Bobcat's in it.
I mean, dude, Groundhog Day is dark. All
That's
the shit's
true.
kind of weirdly dark by today's standards.
It's a new play on a Christmas Carol, The Ghost
Right.
of Christmas Past, all that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking great.
It's
I was
pretty
just
good.
hanging out with Bobcat in Chicago.
He's
Oh,
he's an
really?
awesome dude.
He's awesome, dude, and
Good
still
guy.
got it. He went on
And his
stage.
movie with Dana Gould, his new movie, check it out. It's anywhere you buy that stuff. It's great.
Oh yeah, I'll check that out. I like. Oh, the
Two
documentary.
brilliant guys.
Yeah, certainly.
Dana's the best. I love that
Funny
guy.
as hell. And funny off the cuff as well as written.
One of the best comedy minds. I mean, just so
Yeah.
good.
Simpsons for years. Come
Yeah.
on.
One of his episodes just got censored because there's a Tiananmen Square joke. There's like CNN story. It's all over the news. It got censored.
Really?
They won't play it in China because there's a Tiananmen Square joke. By the way, Dana's adopted like multiple Chinese girls.
Yeah, right.
So it's like maybe this isn't like China-phobic.
That's what I hate. We never take in the good as much as we take in the bad. You know, if you said this horrible thing, but you also did this great thing, we just focus on the horrible thing you said. It's like, what about the great thing I did?
It's also a joke.
Yeah,
It's also a joke on a comedy show, on a cartoon.
I mean, the truth is, like, people just want. I believe that there is a dopamine release that happens when you are angry or defended, and for years it just wasn't a massive experience like it is now.
Now it's on.
And I feel
on
like
the internet.
there's a younger generation or even an older generation. I don't think it's generational. I think it's just like there's
Cher
a type
does
of
it.
person who enjoys being like, oh no,
Yeah.
no, not even listening. There's a I can't believe there's a person who like enjoys that like moment and
Yes.
like
Agreed.
fucking
It makes
fuck
them
'em.
feel good.
Yeah.
They're
and-
not gonna win because no one's getting censored.
Well, they could do it alone in their room,
No
but
one.
they don't. They have to broadcast it, which shows that
Right.
it's for some other reason than
But
just
I mean, like
actual
I read,
morality.
there's this whole fucking. I can't remember where I read this. Guy, I'm drunk. But like, censorship isn't really happening. It's not real. Like, censorship means we say something, a fucking government authority comes in that door and arrests all 3 of us for speaking our mind.
Lenny Bruce was censored.
Exactly. Like, but being kicked off of like a platform or someone not wanting to hear what you have to say, that's not censorship. That's like whenever Alex Jones or any of those fucks go off on like the censorship. They're like, no one cares what you have to fucking say.
Well, the closer
that's
we
not
get,
censorship.
The closer we get to that is with China shit. Like I feel like a lot of like LeBron or whatever be like this and that and this and that, and everybody goes yeah, and then you go, what about China? And he goes, all right, we got to get out of here. And you're like, well, that feels a little sensory.
Well, once you're in the billionaire realm,
Oh, you mean like he
can't
doesn't
fuck
want to
with
talk
the
shit on
money.
China?
Well,
yeah.
things-
But that's still not censorship.
things
That's just
seem to get
that's
compromised.
self-editing.
But it feels like, why is he so worried about this? and not worried about that.
Well, that's probably because he's got investments.
For sure.
I don't think
NBA is huge in China, and the truth is, any billionaire, in
But
terms of being an
China-
activist, has a huge Achilles heel. Let's be real. You cut corners to make that kind of money.
But China has slavery and all this shit, and everybody's like, hey, what are you going to do? It's China. But, hey, we got to stop doing this. You're
LeBron's also done a lot of incredible activism. No,
I
he started
agree.
that
I agree.
Promise
I'm just
School.
saying.
Yeah, I mean, look, every billionaire's got their shit.
Right.
No one's perfect.
Also, no one's
perfect.
Everyone's got shit.
But we act like if you're not perfect, we're going to ruin your life.
I mean, Bezos has done a ton of terrible shit. He's also given a ton of money. I mean,
Yes.
it's
He gave me $2 billion. He didn't. But what if that's where I reveal I'm a billionaire now?
He sent you to space.
Yeah. What NASA's really dropping the fucking ball on the opportunity to straight up like extort some money from these billionaires. They take them to space and they're like, "This is amazing." Well, we're not going back. So you got
Branson, you want to get back?
Yeah. We're gonna need about $3 billion to get you fuckers back on the planet. If not, enjoy the sea of tranquility and consider yourself mermen.
You want to end world hunger?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, NASA, you could really be fucking saving the day here. You take one trip around the moon, come back with 200 fucking bill.
Yeah, well, it's like I said.
200 bill. Why do I turn to a fucking like a
cab driver?
like a straight up like
400
a
bill.
union delegate. 400 bill. I had a Manhattan, but I sound like I'm from fucking Staten Island.
Well, Kim Kardashian just saved a bunch of kids from Afghanistan. So there you go. There's your money well spent.
I just looked at. I was like, do I have headphones on?
Oh, that's Matt Peters, the
I
producer.
was like, that's producer.
These Manhattans go down too easy.
This is like a David
yeah.
Lynch
So,
film where
I will say,
recording
something-
myself
there's
for a minute.
I gotta take the night
There's
off.
something about whiskey cocktails in the winter that just hit different. Where
Try
you're like, these
say
are-
that 5 times fast. Whiskey cocktails. Something about whiskey cocktails in the winter. That's not that hard. Whiskey cocktails in the winter, is it?
Yeah, you're like Mother Goose all of a sudden. Winter whiskey cocktails in the winter.
If he's Mother Goose, who are you, Father Duck?
This one is we might be a little drunk on this episode.
Did you put fucking CBD in here?
Happy holidays.
No, dude.
CBD.
No, these whiskey Manhattans in the winter, man. It's fucking
Can't beat it.
Man,
It's
I'm glad I drove here.
because you get the well, you get the ice, so you kind of chill, but it's like you get the warmth of the whiskey. You feel kinda nice.
yeah.
It hits everything.
Can I sleep here after this? I might need to nap it up.
Can we order some of that Chinese food from downstairs?
Oh, now you're talking.
I want some of that scrambled eggs and shrimp.
Oh, I wanted to say one thing about you talk about the table. Like, hey, get this table out of here.
Yeah.
Rory Scovel, one of the funniest guys of all time.
dude, Jedi.
Just brilliant
Genius. Yeah.
Jedi.
Jedi.
He
Genius.
was. This is a old wives' tale, a legend. This went all over the country in the comedy world.
You talking about in Vancouver?
Seattle.
Okay, okay.
Seattle Comedy Fest, which is a big deal. Everybody's nervous. Oh, God, you want to win. You want to do well. You don't want to get kicked out. He went on stage at some theater. He's like in the finals of Seattle Comedy Fest. A man and a woman get up during his set and walks to the bathroom or leaves or something. And he was like, that was weird. So did I say something? And he goes, you know what? Fuck it. He goes in the crowd, brings their table on the stage and brings their 2 chairs up on stage. They come back from the bathroom and they're like, what? And he goes, oh, this is your seats. They come up on stage and he starts riffing with them and it's killing. And they're just riffing with a couple on
Rory
stage.
Scovel needs a camera at every show because I feel like magic will happen.
Genius. There's the other story about him having a cordless mic and he's walking around the stage like fucking with everything in the room. He was just so good off the cuff. And he sees an elevator, like an old freight elevator, but it's glass. So he gets in the elevator and he's riffing in the elevator while going up so they can all see him go up. He's got the cordless mic. I mean, he's just like on another level, that guy.
Yeah, man. Rory's fucking great.
He really is funny.
Where's he been? Where you been?
I remember.
Scovel?
I remember. He
Where
did
the
a
fuck
thing
you been,
like
buddy?
Arlo and Esme back in the
Saw
day.
him in
Oh,
that
yeah.
show.
I remember
Great show.
It was a Brett Favre. This is how long ago it was. Brett Favre was, I think, on the Packers. So this is how long. This is going to date the story, but they're playing, and he just starts. The game is on in the back, and he just starts narrating it. He starts calling the game, and it's killing. Like he's just doing an announcer calling Brett Favre, and the crowd. It's like an alty room. They're fucking dying. Like, that's how you do it, man.
And then we got to follow that with so what's up with the post office?
Dating's weird.
Yeah. He's he's touched. He's like enlightened in his comedy way. Where like I wish you could harness it.
Incredible improviser.
Yeah, you got to be in the room for
just
him.
Put that guy in any moment.
Any moment.
He's always in the moment.
9/11 on the tower. He was killing.
Even like even in just person, he's just like just chatting with them. He's there. He's in the moment.
Yeah.
He's just
it's important to be in the moment.
Yeah.
I know.
He's like talking about things on like he's like, "What'd you get?" And you're just telling what you ordered, and he just responds, and you're like, "I never looked at shrimp that way before."
Yeah. And it's not like he's going, "Where you from?" There's none of that shit. It's all next level, just in the moment shit.
Yeah. That's why put him and Todd Glass, like just give them a show where they just don't even give it a theme. It's just like it's Todd and Rory.
Yeah.
And let them just follow them into places.
I saw them once. Todd Glass was on stage at Whiplash. This is 9 years ago. And he's bombing, and Rory goes, "We get it, you're gay."
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I was hosting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then Todd Glass, like you tell, that killed, and it bothered him. And he goes, "Oh yeah, well that's why your dad's dead." But Rory's dad's dead. And then, I mean, they just went back and forth, just saying the worst shit, and they're best friends.
Yeah.
But it was pretty epic. That's when you get in the basement at 2 a.m.
We have a new fucking mark here.
Yeah.
This is the Belching. I love it.
Welcome to the
I'm
club.
into the Belching.
You don't like it?
No, I love it. I'm
okay.
into it.
We need you to belch.
Yeah, dude, you had one on deck. You had one in the pipes.
I know. How'd you pull that off?
I don't know. That sucked. That was terrible.
The episode where Sam barf.
I just start puking all over the mic.
Oh
By
man.
the way, my girlfriend's been farting. What do you think about that?
I'm working on a new bit about how my girlfriend was someone. I need an ending of this, but I'll say sometimes she'll leave the room to fart, but she never does that with her feelings. You know, like
classic Morril.
and I was like, well, you know, as weird as I prefer the farts.
Yes.
Like a woman, I've never had a woman fart in the bathroom at 2 a.m. I've been like, guess I got to go in there. That's the turn I have right now. I don't know what if I might need
fart will dissipate the feeling. You gotta face them.
Well,
you have to face the fart.
When you said your girlfriend's been farting lately,
Well, I guess we've been together long enough where she's like, "Meh."
yeah, no, I mean there's a comfort
is that just
level.
lately though?
No,
Yeah.
but I think there's a guard down that is set with in relationships.
Yeah.
I think women are weird about doing that, and then I'm kind of like, I don't give a shit. I go, what are you holding it in for?
I always, dude, I always fart early. In a
I
relationship.
fart early too.
I do. I sit down. I go.
I have a bit. I would like. No, I
First date.
did a thing where I would light a fart in front of a girl every time, just because it's very doable. I don't know. If I had to fart right now, I'd be like, give me a lighter, but I don't.
Really?
That's a Southern mating call.
Yeah. But you do that and see how they react, and you know if you're going to be
She's
in
the
it for
one.
longer than that night.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, farting. I mean,
You just don't want it. Look, this is how I look at it. She's allowed to fart. She's a human being. It's a bodily function. But you don't want your woman farting every 10 seconds, and you don't want your man crying every 10 seconds.
Well,
Farting for a woman and crying for a man are the same.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. Look, it's okay for a guy to cry. Your relative dies or whatever. Oh,
you especially
but-
don't want her crying or him crying because she farted.
right.
You don't want them happening at the same time, or her farting. Actually, but it's okay if she farts because you're crying.
I know.
Suck it up, pussy.
Right.
I know when she. The thing is, like, at least you know. The thing is, you don't know when a guy's gonna cry. You know when a woman's gonna fart. We ordered Indian. It's coming. You know,
It's
it's
at a funeral. I feel like you know. I'm
funeral.
gonna
I
cry.
guess certain events.
Yes, it's going out to Indian buffet, going to a funeral. Those are the two guarantees. She's gonna fart. I'm gonna cry. But it sucks. I mean,
it'd be terrible to go to an Indian funeral then. Because then you're just.
and also you don't want to hold either one in. You hold in a fart. You hold in a cry. Something bigger is going to come out later.
Well, you're going to shit the bed in many different ways.
Yes, yes,
both,
exactly.
Both literally and figuratively.
Yes.
Which, by the way, can we switch? Can we make figuratively the word instead of I literally am on fire right now? It's like, just say figuratively.
That's true.
It's
that's
what
true.
you actually
Or you
mean,
could also
and
just say,
it's one
I'm
extra.
on
It's
fire.
literally one extra syllable.
You're right.
Like when people are just like
I could literally eat a horse.
I can figuratively eat a horse. I get it.
Yeah.
or even when you're using it correctly, it's like, do you know any other fucking adjectives?
Well, it's like every other one. We got to go to the peak. You go, he's a Nazi, and you're like, he's Jewish. What? You just go to the biggest one. He's a race. He's a whatever. He's a pedophile. You go to the.
He's a Nazi. He's a Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Guys, Lewis is Hispanic. Giving a little friendly knock on the shoulder.
There you go. He's having a good run.
Plug what you got dates you want to plug on the road? Late December, January, February, whatever you got.
I literally have.
Did we get that peeve?
Oh, the peeve.
Did
I didn't get the peeve out. Wait, real quick.
What's the peeve? Yeah, hit it with the peeve first.
The peeve is, so this is not a new one of people who do not, who play music without headphones on public transportation.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, I get it. Okay. I get it.
It's never good music
with
either.
cyclists, I get it.
Okay,
that's a big thing.
Zipping by.
Well, also because you can't have headphones on while you're riding a bike. You have to be able to hear cars and shit. Yeah,
Got it,
I never
got it.
thought of that.
Yeah.
Sense.
I get it. But it's just like, I get it. You're on a subway. You don't give a fuck. It's that attitude, I think. It's mainly like, I don't give a fuck. I play my fucking music. You can't tell me. You can't tell me what to listen to. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's always the same music, too. Can we get, just once I want to hear James Taylor on those speakers.
That would be great. The one but the peeve is now, and this is only in New York. I don't know because I don't ride public transportation all the time in other cities, but people watching fucking TV without headphones on their phones and
crazy,
shit.
crazy.
So what are you out of?
Amtrak
Why?
bus, the Bolt bus. It's crazy. It's an epidemic.
Like, I don't like it. You know what? And I think
You're not in the Bolt bus anymore.
Well, in my day, there was a lot of casino games. Ting, 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 ting.
Sure.
And you're like, come on.
So my answer is like, I'm gonna start fucking. You're gonna sit there and watch your bullshit live. It's also like, I get it. The music can kind of make you seem cool if you're like, I'm going to play this fucking death metal. I'm going to play some Mastodon at full volume and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Fine. That can kind of seem people might be like, fuck that guy, but he's kind of scary. But when you're sitting there watching season 1 of Ozark with no headphones, it's like, what's the end game there? You're trying. I think it's because they're like, I'm just now catching up on this, so people will think I have a life and I'm busy.
Right.
It's like,
I like Laura Lenny too, but there's a time and a place.
Right.
And that time is fucking home, motherfucker.
Home.
Or get some AirPods.
Or get some fucking, like, because that makes me want to sit next to you and be like, well, I'm going to watch the next episode.
Best moment of my life.
I'm going to listen to the episode you're watching and play the next one.
Best moment of my life.
Time.
I used to go to the rec center. It's a bunch of poor people and old people and me. And there was always this Puerto Rican guy who played loud music all day long. Salsa shit, whatever. Everybody hated him, but he was old and weird, so we all let it slide. One day, this young black guy comes in. He starts blaring hip-hop, and they both look at each other like, what are you doing? And he was like, what are you doing? He's like, what are you doing? And I was sitting there curling going, fuck you both. You're both assholes. And now you're mad at that asshole for being you, and you're that asshole. And it was like, it was a beautiful
You look
thing.
kind of like a Batman villain when you laugh that way in that jacket.
Yeah, I know, dude. The curler?
I'm the curler. Yeah, but it was a beautiful moment seeing these two inconsiderate cunts.
Yeah.
And they still didn't get it. They were still like, why are you playing? I'm playing my music, but I'm playing my music. Well, welcome to life. We're living in a society.
Yeah. We all kind of have to get along here and just let shit fucking. But yeah, headphones. Or just, that would be the thing too. If I had the money to do it, just have like a supply of very nice headphones, some Beats. I just walk over and be like, there you go, man.
Yes.
You're set. There's no reason anymore.
Consideration.
I just gave you $400 headphones.
Yeah.
That are laced with acromenon. What's it called?
Omicron.
I saw a guy, this girl was listening to rap music really loud, and this guy went up to her and he's like, what are you doing? Like, we're all trying to like enjoy ourselves. I'm reading. She's old. Like, what are we doing here?
She's old.
And she was like, fuck you, bitch. Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, well, why are you mad at me? You're the one being loud. She's like, I can do whatever I want.
That's
blah,
what
blah.
it is. It's I can do whatever I want.
That's what it
It's
is.
like, you can, but do
There's
you want to be an
consequences.
asshole?
You're not a good
Yes.
person.
Yeah.
And that's
You're
the-
allowed to do anything. Oh, sure. You know. but-
Right. But if you went up to her with a microphone and went, are you a good person? They go, of course, I'm a great person. That's the problem. They don't know that they're doing fucked up shit.
And that's yeah.
Well, that person's never gonna find someone who treats them well. Like if you're the type of person that blasts music on the subway, like you're not putting out your best foot forward on a first date.
Right.
You're gonna be with a guy who treats you like absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
Or woman. And
He's
you
gonna
know,
play music loud without headphones while he's treating you like shit.
Yeah.
the next morning he blasts
There'll be a
in your ear to
soundtrack.
get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
That's a good peeve.
people suck.
It's the classic New York peeve.
People stink.
You get on the fucking train and you're listening to someone like, man, what if I'm not caught up yet on the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Yeah.
I wish it was that show. I wish there was just once they were watching El Kemper.
Oh, yeah, it's always like Vikings or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
right.
a good show.
It
Yeah,
is
they got,
dude, maybe the best intro of any show ever.
I've never seen it.
You never seen the Unbreakable Kimmy
dude.
Schmidt?
No.
Oh yeah, that's a great intro.
Mike Britt is in the intro. Pull it up, Matt. Dude,
I
just
love
get
Mike
the intro of you're gonna fucking love it. So the premise of the show is so dark. The premise is basically these women who are kept underground as captives, and they break out, and now they're trying to live a normal life. But this guy kept them as like slaves.
What? That's
Yeah.
dark.
It's dark, but look at the intro.
This is a Tina Fey
Letting them out.
joint.
Get the sound on.
It's a great show.
It's
a legit
funny.
great show from start to finish.
I mean, the
yeah.
intro is so funny. Look at this shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. And now they live in New York.
Yeah. It's Mike Britt.
Yeah. Was he down there?
No, he's a neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Well, the whole thing is like that. We Might Be Drunk is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's standing in the way of achieving your goals? A lot. Figure it out with BetterHelp. Look, I'm in therapy. It's been very, very big for me. I love it. He's definitely helped.
Oh, yeah. I just talked to him.
Yeah?
Yeah, great guy. Great therapist.
BetterHelp is therapy for the 21st century. BetterHelp is professional therapy, all online. It's all remote. Do it from the comfort and privacy of your own home. Flexible schedule, phone, or video calls at your convenience. Get a good match. They will put you with a licensed therapist who is right for you. That's the most important part of therapy. You need someone to feel like you can talk to them, who gets you. It's fast. When you sign up, you can start talking to your therapist in less than 48 hours. No waiting around. It's affordable. You didn't have to be rich to pay for this. And financial aid's available. This is great. And now you can send messages to your therapist anytime. Paul, what about Bob? Bill Murray. Great movie.
Great movie.
They'll get back to you in between sessions. Don't like your person. If you want to switch therapists, you can do it anytime for free. Trust me, it helps to have someone outside your world to talk to. It's easy to schedule, affordable, and will take a load off your shoulders. Over a million people have taken charge of their mental health. Join them. Tell them how to do it, Mark.
BetterHelp has a special offer for our listeners. Visit BetterHelp.com/drunk for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/drunk for 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/drunk. Sign up for BetterHelp to start living a happier life today. Just try it, folks. You don't like it? Don't keep going. Nate Bargatze, Jerry Seinfeld. You're both kooks. Get some therapy, you chooch. What else you got?
We're brought to you by Sheath
Woo!
Underwear. Sheath, I'm wearing it right now, I think.
Hell yeah.
Let me see.
Nice.
Sheath.
That's it. Hold on. I'm wearing women's panties. Forget it. Don't keep going. We love Sheath.
Sheath is the best. Keeps your balls off your leg. 2 pouches, one for your dick and one for your balls. Keep the ammo separate from the gun. Supportive. Sexy looking. My girlfriend, it's her favorite underwear. of mine.
Ooh.
How much I love mine, it's crazy. I love it.
Love it.
I wear them constantly. You have your underwear that you look forward to wearing.
Yes.
And then you have the others you're like, Swiss cheese undies. My balls are going to dip in the toilet.
Yeah,
I'm
skid
getting old.
mark.
Shout out to that classic Geraldo bit when his balls dipped in the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
The idea for Sheath came from its founder, U.S. Army soldier Robert Patton, during the Second Tour in Iraq. This is an American hero, guys.
Hell yeah.
Support this awesome veteran-owned company whose founder is a big comedy fan. Tell him how to do it, Mark.
Yes, I love Sheath. I love Robert. Get on there. Go to sheathunderwear.com and order with promo code DRUNK to get 20% off your first order. And Sheath Underwear's 100% money back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com. Promo code DRUNK. Get Sheath Underwear and let them support your balls. Woo!
I'm banned from hyenas, by the way.
Well, what did you do? What, were you funny?
Shit.
They emailed my agent and said, if you don't drop him, we'll never book one of your clients again.
Why?
because the show started an hour late, and I made fun of the club when I was on stage
Randy
for that.
Ding Dong Hat Fuck is a Ding Dong Fat Fuck. Look, that ain't cutting edge comedy right there. I got banned too, but just for that joke.
I got mad because
I just got banned just now from that.
I got mad because they would do a blowjob shot before he got on stage.
Before the headliner set.
So they say they do it to pay the fucking feature. I'm like, hey, dude, the show's packed.
Wait, can I remind you? It's a blowjob shot to everyone whose birthday it is.
Yeah.
So I had one night where it was 14 fucking birthdays.
What?
I had to go on stage after 14 blowjob shots. 14. Yes.
Oh my god.
There's almost a fucking
they're
hour
doing
of
shots
blowjob.
on
that
stage.
takes 45 minutes.
They're doing these with their hands behind their back, and then you're like, I gotta follow this shit. I don't want to do this shit, and it's insane.
Wow, that is crazy. What is a blowjob?
And then I go on and
It's a
shit in the
shot in
club.
a little tube that you get on.
And I think I went on there and I was like,
you.
half in the bag at that point. I'm just, like, there's like
Suck the
fucking,
guy's dick, remember.
well, there's like a little
You had your
hyena in
shot.
a tuxedo. I'm like, what the fuck is this logo? And it's killing me. Just shit on the logo.
Yeah.
And
That's it? The logo shitting? I mean, that's standard.
it's standard. So I get off stage and he goes, this is a fucking family business. I'm like,
the blowjob.
you're doing
shot.
blowjob shots before me.
Dude.
And I remember Hillary was our agent at the time. She called me. She's like, this is bad. This is really bad. I'm like, what I did? I don't know what I did.
I was a
Not
comedian.
bad. It's not bad. You don't do 2 shit clubs
She's
in
like,
Texas?
he's never got
Right.
3. He's got 3.
Where's the third one? Up his fucking ass?
Yeah.
You fucking guy. You
These fucking drinks
take
are
you
working.
fucking down, guy. No, I wouldn't do that. He's a nice enough guy, but also fuck it. The hyenas clubs. They bumped me from both of them because I was dirty, and he was like, "You got to be clean." I'm like, "I have to be clean again after doing blowjob."
After the blowjob shots?
all the blowjob shots. You want me to be clean?
Wow.
Yeah, I love
the
that. We go,
feature
all
and-
right, there's the
Yeah.
blowjob shot. Now, it's a clean comedian. Socks are strange.
Yeah,
Socks?
right?
You like socks?
You always lose one in the dryer.
Where do you think they went? Huh? I bet all my socks are in Tulum.
Damn.
The fucking.
What are you doing in the Addison Improv? That's a good room.
I'm there.
That's a great room,
Yeah. I just got back from there. When this comes out.
Oh, right.
I hope it's fun. Yeah, I can't wait.
That's a great room.
It's in the middle of, it's kind of in the outskirts of town, but it's like a
But
suburb.
Dallas is the outskirts of
Dallas
itself.
is huge.
You know what I'm
Good
saying?
point.
It's such a fucking massive city that like. But Addison, the Addison Improv's fun as hell. Yeah, I know, right?
We got to wrap this up.
But straight up, Improv. Nope, that's not what I'm. Yes, SeanPatton.com. Got a shitload of dates for the next 2 months. Preparing
You'll be
for
at
the
San
special.
Francisco at the Punchline. It looks like December 21st.
That's just a
Great
one-nighter.
rooms.
Doing Acme for for New Year's. That's right.
You're rolling.
Asheville
Yeah.
in
Asheville, all
January.
the cities we
you
like.
guys should all go see Sean. He's a really, really great comic.
Yeah, there's a lot of one-nighters
Savannah,
here, and
Georgia.
I like them. I booked a bunch of one-nighters because I like to try it.
I want to go to Wormhole.
That's a great fucking place.
I
dude.
love Savannah.
Yeah, Lincoln. This place, Zubart, old comedian. And then and then the Comedy Club of Kansas City. Have you heard about this place?
Yeah, I played there. It's good.
I've heard
raving
it's pretty
about
fucking great. Yeah.
Great barbecue in that
Back
city.
to the creek.
Hey,
Fucking A.
it's
Love
about
it.
time.
Love
Love
it.
and
What
going
took you
back.
so long?
I was in April.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like 5 dates I haven't added yet, but I'm also going to be in Houston. I'm going to be in
Nice.
Seattle. Also going to be in.
And the special is February 3rd.
That's when I'm not putting up any dates afterwards because I'm like, no, just focus on this.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Smart.
Like, I'll put up my fucking dates, and I don't have any. I'm actually taking March off just to kind of like not March, the rest of February. But shit starts again in March. I'm not going to post again until February. But like,
To get some new shit.
yeah, just like build.
To live.
Well, just build like
2 shows.
2 shows. Yeah.
Nice. Who's filming it? Oh, 800 pounds.
800 pounds.
Oh, that'll be great.
Eric Abrams directing. Y'all know Eric. Love him.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna. I'm fucking excited. I'm ecstatic about it. And come see these shows. They're gonna be fun.
Nice.
Can't wait, man.
Go
Yeah.
see Sean. He's a killer. You're
Thank
not going to
y'all.
be disappointed. And it's about time you put some shit on wax. You got 18 million hours up in the ether. It's nice to see it coming
Thank
down.
you. You know, most people don't. Most people think it's only 16 million.
Yeah,
It's going to be killer. We're
Thanks,
excited, man.
I'm excited too.
I can't wait.
I mean, I watched both you guys' specials, and it made me realize, like, fucking, we all have to be. We're all we got.
You got that right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are all we got.
We can't keep relying on these people up in the sky to pluck us out and put us on a TV show.
Look,
or
there
whatever.
there are good industry people out there, but there's also
there's 2 or 3 of them.
But it's also I would go as high as 6.
Wow.
But the problem is that they have their own game that they're constantly fucking playing with each other.
Yes.
They're engaged in a constant pissing contest with each other, and the bottom line is it fucks all of our livelihoods when they decide they have to be better than when they have to win. When they're engaged in some where it's not the same thing for us. Where it's like our shit not only gives you a lifestyle, but it doesn't fuck with your lifestyle. And when someone fucks up, you only make more money off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When Rogan gets called out for whatever shit he said, he only gets more attention. When Chappelle gets called out for whatever he said, you get more attention. Like, they find a way to make money.
Make that a little swear jar for us.
They always fucking make money off of us. Whereas when they decide to start going at one another, it can fucking dozens of us to hundreds of us at once.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're all we got.
We got to just keep making shit because you're right. That's the only way. And they're morally bankrupt and they're doing a terrible job. We got to just keep doing our shit.
They keep treating us like the stock market. Like, if we go up and whatever, they're like, we'll buy. But then when we go down, they're like, see you later. And you're like, no, we're human beings. We're people. We're artists. We're creators. We're trying to make shit. But they just go, you're not doing it the way we like right now.
Yeah, and you're like, but that's not the point.
That's not the point.
It's never been the point.
Yeah. I mean, Scorsese is a bad movie every now and then.
Yeah.
It happens.
The biggest mistake that culture made, I don't know when it was happened, the idea of giving people what they want versus giving people what you want.
Ooh.
As creators, that should be our fucking that should be our honing.
Well, you have to get to the point.
We give you what we want.
to the point
That's
where you
true.
can kind of do
That's a
that.
good point.
Because
Yes, that's true, but you get to that point. I don't think you get to that point by giving them what they want either.
I don't think Mean Streets was what they want. I think that's what Scorsese wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So
Exactly.
I think that's a good point. No, I agree with you.
I don't think anybody in this room has ever pandered. We're not amongst panderers right now.
No.
Except for this fucking guy couldn't pass the ball. Yeah.
That's his favorite.
But that's what I'm saying.
My Patrick Ewing cutout. I don't even know if we have that on camera. Do we, Matt? Oh, okay, good.
But you got to remember Rodney. He didn't make it till he was 50 because he just kept doing his thing.
Older.
Yeah, he was older than 50, yeah.
But yeah,
but legendary.
those days are fucking. I mean, look, it still happened, but like, also we've talked about it too. It's like you want to enjoy the success.
I know.
It's kind of fucked up that everyone's like, he made it when he was 60. Yeah, that's fucked up. He had 20 years to really enjoy it. You know, that's kind of a bummer too.
I mean, you talk about Norm. Like I posted this when he died, but like my favorite I will always be thankful to you for a number of things. But for one was, I don't know if you remember this, in 2015, we were doing some show, and at the time I was in LA, and I was back here. And you were like, what are you doing now? And I'm like, I don't know. And you're like, come with me. Let's go to the cellar. Norm's doing he's running his Letterman set.
Yes, that's right.
And I was like, fuck, okay. And I went, and seeing that set changed me because he
Is
does.
that right?
Yeah, well, he does his Letterman set. And it's like, it's Norm Letterman set's great. And then he goes off on this 10-minute joke about apples.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love that fucking bit. But you saw how even at the cellar, one of the greatest clubs on the planet, half the audience was still like, I don't.
Yeah,
and the other half was like,
yeah, it's going
like
through the name.
dying.
Red Delicious. That seems like the best one.
Oh, dude.
It's brilliant.
The Macintosh, the old man Macintosh. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Old man Macintosh.
It reminded me, like, oh, yeah, what Norm did was pure comedy. It's same thing Patrice did, but Norm, it was like, it's not about you. This is about me. I'm the performer. And it's your job to get me, not my job to play to you. Mm-hmm. You come in here, you've accepted that this is a goddamn craft and an art form, and I'm giving you something real and raw from me.
Yeah.
And if you can't get it, you're fucking up. But I'm putting it in a way where you can get it. I'm giving you every single opportunity to understand what this is.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go further and then make it about you. Because it's not about you. I'm not paying to see you right now.
Meet me in the middle.
Yeah, meet me in the middle. And that's what those guys did amazingly. Was like, they gave you such pure, real, and then still Louis does it.
Most people are so lazy
Burr
that
does
they won't
it,
even meet you in
Maria
the middle.
Bamford does it. Yeah, exactly.
True.
I mean, fucking Chappelle, like, people get mad at him, but like, he still does this. Like, he gives it to you like, here it is. It's fucking here. I'm not making this hard to understand. You just refuse to get out of your like, well, this is about me.
Right,
bullshit.
right.
Like it's about us as performers, and I'm like, I know we all. I know myself personally too. I expose my fucking. I'm like, there it is. I'm giving you a few. Like, there's my anatomy chart. You know what I mean? Like, it's what I'm fucking made of. If you don't like it, fine. I'm not saying I'm for everyone, but I'm also saying I'm giving you every opportunity.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
And like writing joke, Rodney did it. Any great comic does that, where they're like, this is pure me.
Yeah.
And that's the best you're going to get. And if you
Yeah.
need me to fucking hold your hand, I'll walk you out the fucking door so that I can continue doing me. And that's what.
And then I'll walk you home. And if you don't like it,
Yeah.
if you don't want to let me upstairs, then you're stuck up.
Yeah.
What are you, a lesbian?
Yeah. Let me guess. A bunch of fucking clam chowders.
Manhattan or New England?
But that's like, I don't know. I always love that about Norm, where it's like, man, fuck, like some of this shit is so goddamn brilliant.
You watch his weekend updates on YouTube. He's bombing
great.
half of it.
But
you know,
they're so
great.
brilliant.
He's ahead of his time.
He is. Because at home we were like, oh shit, but in
Yeah.
the crowd they're like, I don't know if we're supposed to, and you're like, oh come on, you pussies. Even
It's
Bill
not
Burr.
Oh, Burr-
he did that
Burr's my-
monologue, and it was
Dude.
great. But the crowd was like, "Can we? Are we?" And you're like, "It's a comedy show, you twats! What are we doing here?" He's making jokes. Yeah, it's edgy or dark or whatever.
Yeah.
But I love this. Like, can we? And this, like, I hate all this analyzing. Like, is that okay? Well, that's not good. But he's got a black wife, so
It's like
and
a
you're
standards.
Shut up.
No one
Wait.
even knew that. I mean, I think it was like
Yeah.
people have like a standards and practices in their own mind.
Yes.
Like, does that fly? Trust the
Exactly.
guttural reaction that you have. Don't make
Right.
this about some societal rules. Laugh or don't laugh. It should be instinct.
It should be instinct. And it is deep down.
Are you guys finding though that lately audiences are back, and that's great, but then sometimes I've done a couple shows lately where I'm like, God damn, this is tanking, and then afterwards there's a horde of people wanting to be like, oh, that was great, and I'm like,
I get that too.
what the fuck is going on? I was like, oh, you've spent a year online, like watching, like you're laughing up here now.
Right.
Well, did you hear what
You know?
Kinison used to have a quote where Sam Kinison would say, you don't want to do pretty well with the whole crowd. You want to crush for 3. That was his, yeah.
I've never heard that before, and it just gave me a chub.
Yeah. Well, you
slight
crush
chub.
for 3, you're like get 3 people for life.
You turn the
would say.
audience.
Yeah.
You find the clitoris in the audience. It's my big thing. You just got to stimulate the clitoris.
It takes about an hour and a half
spreads.
too. But once you get it,
Once you find
get
the
it,
clitoris,
it's
they are
fucking-
fucking.
yeah.
And oftentimes, much like an actual clitoris, they're just slightly to the right where I'm focusing my energy the whole time.
And it takes racist jokes to take off the hood. Clitoral hood.
I love the idea of you just shouting racial slurs into your wife's soon-to-be. You know, Mike.
So
you
weird,
want
Mark.
to get? Wait, can I
We
throw
got
this?
a year. We got
Can
a
I
year.
throw this out here?
We got to get out of here.
All right, one last thing. I just
You got to plug your weekends, and I'll plug mine.
Yes,
I think my family is catering Mark's wedding.
that's right.
What?
Aaron.
Yeah, my sister.
That's
Aaron's
exciting.
Well, I'm trying to keep it in the fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so you're officiating. I don't know if I told you that.
Oh,
No.
I would love to.
Are you officiating?
What's the deal
No.
with weddings, guys?
I'm ordained.
I'm like,
Oh, that's true.
half of them don't even work out. Am I right, guys? Just bombing at the wedding. Yeah.
Your first reader. You've seen them on. All right,
Oh man, I mean Tom Papa doing Rachel Feinstein's wedding killed.
Really?
So funny. And
Gotta
Quinn
love
then
Tom.
Quinn goes up and does a speech after Tom Papa's, and then he kills. He shits on Tom Papa. He goes, "Yeah, Tom, your minister voice was really pissing me off," and that gets a huge laugh. And then Tom goes on after Quinn and goes, "Yeah, I should have mumbled through my speech like you, Colin." It's both of them just killing back and forth, shitting on each other.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That's great.
Where are you gonna be, Mark? Talk. To
Oh, hey, I'm going to be all over the place. This New Year's, Milwaukee Improv. Come on out, say hello, do the whole ball drop nonsense. Kansas City Improv. Shit in my mouth. The Syracuse Funny Bone. Oh, there's nothing on Twitter. There's no dates. There we go. This is all wrong. My website sucks. It says West Nyack. I was there in September. Phoenix, Arizona. I was also there in August. Look at it. Even the dates are wrong. It goes from 12 to 6. How'd that happen? Come on.
Who does your website?
This lady, she's a pothead. She's nice. I try to throw her a couple bucks.
Buckhead. That's a good theater.
Yeah, that's already passed.
How was that? Was that
no,
good?
it's not.
That was great.
It's in the ninth. It's
This comes out the 19th.
That's December 9th.
This comes out the 19th.
Oh, shit, this
There
episode.
we go.
Sorry.
Numbers. But yeah, I'm all over the
forgot we're in the
place. I'm
future
going to
now.
update this shit. We'll get it together. I think I'm going to Chicago at some point. Other dates. We'll
Wait, I want to
figure it
stick
out.
to being the truth, Sarah. It's not. No, it isn't the 19th. It's only the 1st. Today's the 1st?
Yeah.
Today?
We're backlogging because our schedules are.
No, I
kooky.
get you. I get you. I'm just look for you listening to this now on the 19th. If you're shocked that this was pre-recorded, okay, in your ear.
holidays.
Secondly, it's almost 2022, guys.
I know. We lost a good 2 years of our lives here, and we might lose more with this Omicron.
We're
Well,
not
let's
gonna lose
not get
Omicron.
ahead
I
of
got
it.
boosted up. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm boosted
you're
up.
right.
Let's fuck
Yeah.
that shit. Get
Uh-oh.
that booster, guys.
Uh-oh. Are you at the Heart for Funny Bone?
I am.
What happened?
Hey, my boy Trey Wingo. I hope I see you there. He came to your show.
Oh, good guy.
ESPN's finest. I love that.
Great,
He's not there
great.
anymore.
Look at the
but
dimples on that
Silver
son of
Fox.
a bitch.
Marcus Russell Price. Yeah, I'll be at Richmond, Virginia, January 20th through 22nd. Timonium, Maryland, the 27th through 29th. Hartford Funny Bone, the 11th through 12th of February. Sacramento, the 18th through 20th.
Nice.
And fucking Beacon Theater, New York
Beacon
City should be
Theater.
live May 9th. Get on that shit. All right.
Talk
I
about
love you
local
guys.
boy makes good. By the way, that's gonna. You want to tune in for these pods because you're gonna be an angry curmudgeon after those 3 gigs in a row.
Really?
Hartford, Magoobies, and Sandman. We'll see what happens. Tune
Really?
in, folks.
Am I? Oh, I am.
You're gonna have some stories and some
Sacramento's
heckles.
good.
I don't have to
time,
get.
though.
I don't have to get in a flight for any of those gigs.
Ah, good point,
So,
good point.
And I do have that. I want the neck to heal. So yeah, let's
Sacramento's a good time.
That's a
though.
good club.
That's a great fucking time, man.
Good club. Yeah.
hotel buyout. But other
Nice.
than that, very good. I'm excited.
All right, out to lunch. Hate myself. Rooftop documentary.
King Scorpio
King
dropping
Scorpio.
on the. But listen to Scuttlebutt. It's out now. King
Yes.
Scorpio. And be prepared for the special. I don't know when it's coming out. But
Ooh, very exciting. All right, folks.
It's
Thanks
on.
a lot. Happy holidays. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. Praise Allah.
Great app.
bro,
Matt, how long was that one?
that's 2 hours.
We're tickling too.
Oh, we're tickling
We're tickling too.